Yeah. We in the championship. We was down 3-1.
The commission.
Yeah.
I don't think Philly gonna have to worry about that this year. I don't know about that.
Champions in the United States.
Yeah, Phil.
I love that they flip it.
Yeah, man.
Everybody
Yeah.
uses the same.
Turn me up, Cruz.
This is a classic, though. Turn them up, Cruz.
Bombing on any of them niggas that want to smoke.
Woo!
Nigga, this a big boy phantom, this ain't a ghost. Had to take the weight from them niggas and then they toast. They ain't had no sympathy for me when I was broke.
AOTY? AOTY?
AOTY?
I love how y'all looking at me crazy like y'all don't know what hashtag AOTY is.
In the trenches,
Yeah.
one with killers, we been getting it in. 32 shots in my
Album of the year.
Niggas wanna hit me like I'm Tupac. Bad bitch for me in my Gucci tube socks.
I can't even hear you, ho. Speaking to the mic, bro. Pause. Hold on. Before your response, man. Welcome to the Commission Podcast, episode 22. K.
Yo,
Turn me up, Kev.
I'm up.
Yeah, Kev be having our volumes low.
He ain't like what I was saying about Meek.
You know what I'm saying? All right, man. Real quick introductions, you know what I mean? Kev on the boards. Mike here with us.
Yo.
I'm your man, G.
What's up?
Let's get it, man. Let's just jump right into it. First and foremost, we want to apologize for the delay.
Some technical difficulties.
Thanks, Kev.
Shout out
My
to
fault.
Own that. Now go
Shout out
own
to
that
Apple.
real
I did.
fast. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
Don't just
Apple.
my bad. Don't
I'm
just my
blaming it on
fault.
Apple.
Yeah, I definitely am blaming it on Apple and Focusrite.
I'm blaming it on
exactly.
Kev spending 2 hours trying to figure out what was wrong when all he had to do was go home and reboot.
Yo, I told him that. I said, yo, nah, it wasn't more than a reboot.
Well, it was a software upgrade.
I did the update, and that's what fucked the computer up. Because they updated the security settings for the microphone, so I had to go in and check a
blame
box
it on
off.
Apple. Okay,
I'm
yeah,
definitely
blame
blaming it on Apple.
I gotta check that on mine too, because I just upgraded this software.
To Mojave or whatever.
Whatever it
it's
is,
called.
yeah.
That's
So,
crazy. But we were talking. Mike, you had an answer for album of the year. Yes.
No.
Whoa.
Y'all think this Meek Mill album is album of
It's
the year?
I'm gonna tell you, like,
a contender for album of the year.
I haven't
For
listened to
real.
anything else since it came out.
That's because you've been waiting on it.
No,
It
I
ain't been out
haven't.
for a
The
week,
funny
yo.
thing is, I haven't. I'm gonna be honest, right? All right, we're gonna talk a lot about Meek. Let's just preface the conversation in the podcast with that. So if you guys aren't into the album, you might not like the first.
What's the name of the album?
Championships.
Oh, okay.
I didn't understand the S on the
I
end.
didn't either. I was like, what's the championship?
Yo,
What's
y'all
the
don't-
ships for?
Y'all ain't title town. Get the
Yeah,
fuck
we
outta here,
won
man.
one
Yeah,
championship.
man. Come on, man. Relax.
I think he's won multiple. Like if you get
Who?
out of jail, I think that's what the play on words might be. Like this
Nah.
year has been all about championships for Meek Mill.
If it was a double entendre, then it would have made sense if it made if you could align Philly in that category. But Philly as a whole is not a
We
champion.
did win the Super Bowl in February.
Okay, that's one. Okay, so championship.
That feels like a very long
Oh,
time.
it
ago.
really
It does, man. I mean, goodness gracious, especially compared to how y'all look now.
What?
Uh,
I'm
that's
playing
what
for
I'm
first
saying.
place tomorrow in the NFC.
You're not playing for first place. Y'all playing for a share of first place, which is
No.
No, you are. You're like a game and a half behind.
I think tomorrow is the deciding factor.
No, you're not. No, it's not.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think it is.
it's gonna be the clear first place though.
I don't think it is either.
No,
You still
we'll
gotta
see.
have to win another game behind that. Either way, y'all gonna lose tomorrow. But we're not here about that.
Yeah.
We're here about Meek Mill's album. Mike doesn't feel like it's champion. Champion. It's not album of the year. I have issues with the title. All in all, though, and Mike tried to accuse me of saying I was anticipating, and I'm not. No, I didn't. The funny thing is, I knew I was gonna get a Meek project, but it's probably better to say I was anticipating a Ross project before the end of the year.
We still might get one. You
I
got
might,
Yeah.
but I'm not. I wasn't looking forward to a Meek joint. You know,
This ain't. Only thing I'm saying is that this
it
ain't,
surprised me.
Yeah,
How
I ain't
good
taking
it
nothing
is.
away from it.
That's
It
what-
is good, and I actually like the growth, even lyrically, from him.
What are you
know,
talking
through
about?
the situation, but
Yeah,
album of the year, I don't see it, man.
Who,
I see
who's
a
in
lot
the
of.
category for album of
I've
the year?
said
with
the
you?
whole time that Pusha joint is album of the year to me.
that's
Okay.
fine.
So then you jump off Pusher, so then you can go straight to Cole joint was solid. It
Snub.
was tight.
We definitely are already jumping the gun on the commission recognition awards, but okay, we
Yeah.
can start there. This is a category that's going to be in there, album of the year. We'll get there later, but go ahead, Mike.
All right, so you can go Cole.
Mhm.
So where we at right now? We got 2. I said so far.
Can we get a? I
go
feel
ahead.
like we jumping ahead because we didn't even break down the album yet.
All right, well
All right.
we'll wait. We continue to talk about the Meek album. I think the intro to the album is fire. Meek is 3 for 3 on. That's how an intro should sound on an album.
4
I
for
hate
4.
when it's like just a song.
Straight to the song.
And the way the album, it's not like telling a story, but I think it's sequenced great. The way the songs are, the track list is.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like
It's
there's
solid.
no skips. Like the first 8 tracks.
It draws you in immediately just based upon
First 8.
I'm not even mad. It's a Cardi joint.
No. What?
No,
The
I like
Cardi
Cardi
is
joint.
bad.
I
Yeah,
thought
the
you
Cardi
was
joint is.
gonna say-
no.
No.
Cardi joint
I'm
is
mad
hot.
at the Future joint, which is like
Flash-
track 7.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
Flash
that's-
Warning.
That's we talked about this on
That joint
Wednesday. That's
is-
the only joint I don't like on there.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like, all right, so
Or the 21 track. I'm like, all right.
it could go either way.
Yeah.
I can listen to it. It's not
Yeah,
a
I can-
direct
yeah,
skip.
It's not a direct skip.
You
Yeah, I can let it
know,
play.
the only thing I skip is Flash Warning now. That's it. And I know I said the 21 joint before, but nah, it's Flash Warning. That's it. And that was whack. And the funny thing is about Splash Warning is the kids gonna love that because the beat bangs.
Yeah.
on
You
it.
know what? It's
That
funny
joint
because
knocks
somebody
in the
did
whip.
tell me they was listening to it and they said they was feeling it, and I'm like, for real?
We not gonna like it.
I said that's the weakest joint on there.
It is, but it's for the kids. It got Future, it got Young Thug, it got somebody else on there. I'm forgetting at the moment. It might be Lil Baby, but yeah, that's the one. So it starts off with the intro. To Kev's point, 4 for 4 on introductions. I think that Meek always does well with that. Then you go into Trauma with the
Trauma's crazy, man.
Trauma's fire.
That Mobb Deep song was crazy.
so
And-
Getaway
it
was
was.
crazy.
Yeah, like I was like, all right, is he gonna be able to raise
Do
the
it
bar?
justice.
Yeah,
Just do it justice. You don't
And-
have to raise the bar. Just do it justice.
and he did.
And it's
Yeah,
a
he
Havoc
killed it.
beat that he flipped, and I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh, all right. You know what I
He
mean?
killed it.
Okay, that's what we doing. Okay, so we went to a Phil Collins flip. We went to a Havoc Mobb Deep flip. And then we get into Uptown Vibes, which was the single.
Yeah,
That-
I like that joint.
That joint
Yeah.
sends chills. Like, I love when Fab come
It's
in
like a
with
good
the
party joint.
Uptown, baby. Like,
Yeah.
that joint comes in hard. Yes, with the trumpets and everything.
Yeah.
I
Banger.
Hot, yeah.
That joint hard, right? Then you give him Cardi.
Killed it. That beat.
That beat is
both-
crazy.
that-
Oh, my God, that beat is crazy.
Yo.
The
The funny thing about it is the person I was talking to about Splash, I said, well, what's up with play the Cardi joint? They put that on. They was like, I mean, it's okay. What?
Nah, the Cardi beat is so hard that
Yeah,
they
coulda
should
said
have had a
whatever.
third verse, and you could see they just let the beat rip and just kept
Yeah.
spitting the chorus over and over again because the beat is that sick on it. And I thought Cardi held on. I thought Cardi held on that when, you know, all things considered, right?
Yeah,
So-
yeah, she killed it.
Yeah.
She killed it.
And then you get to
all right.
What's free?
Oh, time out. We're going to spend some time on this next joint. You know what I mean? So then you get to What's Free.
crazy,
Initial thoughts.
crazy song of the year.
Song of the year.
Song of the year. Yeah,
Mike,
I love that they flipped
the What's Beef?
dude. Like
Perfect.
I
So
got
here's the
chills
thing.
once I heard. I'm like, oh man.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
So is it fair to say that we'll talk about this song? Like you said, as soon as you heard the beat, you already liked it.
And Ross over that beat gives me like the big vibe.
Well, what I'm saying is that you already liked it because that beat just
Yeah.
It's
it
a
felt
classic
good.
beat.
But I can say the same thing about Trauma.
Yeah,
Right.
Trump.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. But I
And-
want to stay here though. Let's just
Okay,
stay what's
all
free.
right.
Okay, all right.
So you already automatic classic, like you
Right.
said. The beat just crazy. Ross on it. Ross obviously he's picking up kind of like that Biggie type flow vibe
Mm-hmm.
on there. So not to say he's trying to sound like Big.
No,
but
I
you
understand
know,
what you're saying.
He the big guy in the game. I mean, well,
They had another joint, him and Puff and French Montana, I think, like 2 years ago, where they flipped a big joint. And it gave you that same vibe.
Well, actually, it's one. What you gonna do? I put it on his playlist before with
Yeah.
him, Diddy, and Big.
yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Give you that same
That
vibe.
joint, yeah, it gives you the same joint, same type of vibe.
so Ross kills it.
He disses Mona Lisa and Tekashi on that track.
This is
Which
Mona
track was
Lisa.
probably
He does.
Come on, man. Mona Lisa.
Mona Lisa's just a bitch to me. I was like, whoa.
It's a painting.
I mean,
but okay.
you know, yeah. I mean, I don't
he
know
know
her
nothing about
personally. I don't
Yeah.
care.
I don't think he goes to the MoMA. I mean, or Philadelphia Museum of Art or anything like that.
You know what I mean? But so kills that,
Mhm.
right? Ross kills it. Meek gets on there. He does what he has to do.
Ross sent a shout out before we get off of Ross. He sends a shot to Tekashi on that joint,
Yeah.
right? So
You
like,
was screaming gang, gang.
Yeah,
gang
now you-
snitching or
now
something
you
like that.
now you want to rat.
Yeah, now you want
Yeah.
to rat.
You know what I mean?
Purple-haired fag.
Going on your back. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Purple hair got them faggots on your back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, why? I didn't know they had an issue.
He even says, I stole a beat from you.
I heard that part, and I'm trying to figure out which beat
I
did
didn't
he
know
steal.
either.
That's why I want this Ross album to come out because you can identify a Tekashi beat. Yeah, I mean, like I
Yeah.
think the way his sound is. I think you could identify. So I wanted to kind of know more about that.
So when Ross come out,
Exactly.
search through
Exactly. You know what I mean? So, but, he's had some bars for Tekashi or whatever. Ross has been the controversial rapper as of late. Had words for Baby on his last joint. Talked about the situation with Meek and Nicki.
Getting older. He probably getting a little bit more stubborn.
Over 10
No,
years.
it seems like bolder. He said he's not your favorite rapper. You know what I mean? He's not mentioned in that conversation, which, I don't know where Ross kind of stands. I like Ross lyrically, but,
Hey, I like Ross.
I think Ross top 10 of the last decade.
Ross just got a good ear for a beat. You know what I mean? Like, he going to put together. It feel like Ross EP'd this album. It feel like it. The way the beats
what's funny?
are.
Somebody, I think Angie Martinez, not Angie Martinez, Angela Yee was saying something like that to Meek. And I think he kind of, it was really to pay a compliment. Y'all got to see the interview. It was really to pay a compliment, but I think he kind of took it like, because she was like, it felt like somebody released A&R at this project.
Yeah, he's like, what you mean by that? I saw that. Yeah.
What
What you mean by A&R? Like, I
she
A&R
just
my own
saying-
shit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
She
Meek
just
got
basically
upset?
He was
He
getting a little
kinda got a little
agitated.
yeah,
He got a little
She
agitated.
basically
about it.
saying like it sound like they really.
Trying to give you a compliment. You
Yeah.
take it the wrong way.
Yeah,
he
that's
was
exactly
on
right.
edge a little
He
bit.
was.
in the
You could
interview.
tell.
Yeah.
But, you go into an interview with Charlamagne, you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
So I get it. I mean, envy in the cut. And then, so you progress from the Ross verse, and then you go into the Meek verse.
I like the Meek verse, talking about, the whole prison system and what he went through.
I'm very impressed with Meek's rhyming ability on this album.
It's growth.
It felt like the
It's not all I'm on bust down. It's not my watch.
It's
all
not.
these watch talk and all that.
Now, but you do understand
get
though.
that on
he
some
gives
of
you
it.
some of it, but
He-
not overwhelming.
He
But go
did
ahead.
say he redid the verse. Remember?
What, after you heard
They-
Jay's verse?
Yeah, they
Well,
asked him about it.
I would be remiss if I didn't. You know
Right,
what I mean?
so that's
Like,
what I'm saying. So we don't know what the verse was.
It wasn't
Regardless,
that.
the one that's out.
It is fire. That's what I'm saying though. He redid it. I'm saying when you're on a track with older folk and they spitting that stuff, you may have to rewrite some of your joints.
Well, he been begging for that whole verse.
Yeah, so you gotta-
he got the whole verse. So you got to make sure that
You give
if
it
Hove
everything.
is, and we're about to just transition real quick to the Hove joint. But if Hove is talking when he talking on his verse, and you just went through what you went through,
yeah,
there's no way
you
you're
gotta-
talking about rollies and bust down shit.
Yeah,
You got to go back to we got to talk about how this prison reform shit is, because I think Meek is he stepped up lyrically. These last two albums, I'm very, very impressed. I didn't like Dreams Worth More Than Money. I didn't. Dreams and Nightmares was just okay to me outside of the intro. But Wins and Losses in this last project, like, he's really
Yeah. This is best body of work that he's put out.
outside of the mixtapes, probably.
Right.
Probably. So let's talk about it, right?
Did he get Jay's verse?
Verse of the year.
Verse of the year, really?
Verse of the year. One of Hove's best verses in his career.
He says it was this is off top. He said it was a free, like in
He
the
said
verse,
he did
said
it
it's a
like
freestyle.
Well, I think he did it like the week before. I was seeing the Joe show, and they had Maul Biggs' brother, who was talking about how Biggs told him that Jay did their verse like a week ago, and it was originally for Ross's album or something like that.
Okay.
It wasn't even supposed to be a Meek joint, but Meek. I guess Ross' album joint ain't ready yet, so he's like, let me give it to my young boy and see how I go with it. But I mean, like that whole.
Who's he talking about? I think I know, but when he's like, my house bigger than yours.
Yeah. All right. So
talking about-
so think about the bar before that, right? He said, "No red hat.
Yeah.
Don't Michael and Prince me and Ye.
Mm-hmm.
It's different when you got Michael and Prince DNA.
They try to pin, or what he says, they try to do something when you got Michael and Prince.
Yeah. Don't pit me against my
pit me
brother or
against my
something.
brother.
Yeah. Right. So that's what preceded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the I ain't one of these house niggas you bought. Yeah, I mean my house is a resort.
My house bigger than
And
yours.
my
house.
my
Come on.
spouse. No,
Yeah,
no, my
cut that out.
spouse.
But
My
he didn't even
spouse.
finish it.
Come
He
on.
didn't even
Yeah, he
finish
did. He said my spouse.
My spouse.
Yeah, I can't even.
Like,
I don't even
got-
go.
what-
I don't even want to go that
yeah,
far
yeah,
with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come on, man.
It's about 45, right?
Was it 45 or was it? Yeah.
Oh. Nah, it's not, because then he sent the
I don't
tweet.
think. I
It's
don't.
definitely
yeah,
not
I
talking
don't think it was.
about
about
Kanye.
Well,
Ye.
Ye responded with "Watch the Throne" too.
It's never
I don't
coming
know.
out. It's
Like, I
never
mean,
coming
y'all don't
out.
say. Like, I mean, like he don't seem like it didn't feel like those bars were out of love. Even if it was towards 45, and you threw the
Everybody
"I ain't
was-
one of these house niggas you bought" line in there, then that kind of makes it like, oh, well, who are you talking about with that? Like, who's the house
But why
boy?
would,
that you
but that's
bought?
what I'm saying. Why would that be about?
Probably,
Ye?
you
Who
could-
did he buy?
Well,
Like,
Ye done got a lot of yes men on his team. You know what I'm saying?
sure
So it's
Jay
not.
does too.
Yeah, but
I think
but Jay let his hair grow free. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah, I mean,
My
like,
hair free.
yeah,
You can do that.
carefree,
Free.
nair free. Niggas ain't nair free. You
Yeah.
ain't see the double entendre, the nair and nair. Like, I mean, like, come on, man. Jay, how's you?
Yo, he's making it cool to be an old rapper. Like, rap's supposed to be a young guy's game, right?
Yeah,
And Jay's
it's even
40-something,
49.
and he's-
Just turned 49
and he's-
on Tuesday, Wednesday. Something. Shout out to Jay.
shout out to Jay. Making it cool to be old and rap.
Yo, remember one time it was like, what game say? Like what? Like 30. What did he say? Remember that bar the game had? I guess it was going at Jay a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah. You saying
Talking about
30s
and then Wayne
20s
used
or
to
something.
say something about he ain't want to be a 30-year-old rapper at one point.
Yeah, all of them say
damn near
that.
40
Drake
now,
say
still
that. Drake
rapping.
Drake says that he wants to retire at like 35 or some
Yeah,
stupid stuff
right.
like that.
You ain't passed none of them bags that's
But-
coming through.
It's funny because you would think as you get older, your skill set would sharpen just because of experience alone.
It should.
I think it did.
I
For
think
Jay.
it does. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll even and these aren't going to be popular rappers amongst the youth, but
Mm-mm.
KRS can still spit. Like, you know what I mean, like that's not uncommon. Like KRS get in front of him, he gonna give in like quality high bars.
You know a
Lux
project-
is an older rapper
Who?
who can spit. Low Lux, a battle rapper.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
all right.
He
Black
can
Thought.
Black Thought drops dope projects
You
consistently.
know who project I want to check out too? Cube, yo.
Yeah, it came out on Friday.
That new Ice Cube joint, man.
Everything's corrupt.
Yeah, you can.
Nah,
All right,
you
you
good
not
on
a
that?
fan?
I'm
All right,
cool.
well,
I'm
look,
cool.
man.
I'm cool. I'm cool.
Cube got
Two
bars,
shorts on there,
dog.
only
I'm not,
feature.
I'm not.
Short dog on there.
I'm not.
That's what's
I'm not.
up.
I'm not a Cube hater. I like Ice Cube. I just feel like his sound was a different sound. His sound was me like in elementary school.
I like War and Peace.
The One Piece album.
Yeah.
Cube,
All right.
Cube, yo, Cube
All right.
can spit, man. Cube
I'm not
got
saying
bars.
Cube can't spit. Nobody said that.
Yeah, no one
It's
said
just
No,
the
I
style.
know.
I think his style of flow for me isn't something that I
It
want.
hasn't evolved.
Yeah, exactly. It's an older style. You know what I mean? I'm cool. It's like more
I mean,
Curtis
he's Ice
Blow
type
type joint.
You
Yeah,
said
I don't
Curtis
wanna
Blow.
hear that. I don't wanna hear that, man. I'm
If that
cool.
wasn't a shot,
I'm
like,
just
come
saying,
on, man.
I'm good, cool. I mean, Cube, I love you, man. No Vaseline was one of my favorite diss tracks ever, but
30 years ago.
I'm good.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Back to the
Yeah,
Jay.
man.
Jay-
So
Jay
the whole
verse.
verse, man. So you guys are saying that this is not verse of the year.
I'm not saying that. I don't know if I can say that right now. There's so much music that came out this year.
There's not been a verse I've revisited more.
Put it. See,
I did have to run it back. Like, I think for a day, it was the only song I listened to the first day the album came out, and I just
Wow.
ran the track back like 100 times.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
The hear him over the What's Beef is more,
Yeah.
I guess, iconic than hearing
even
Ross
flips
over
the
it.
especially
one
when he,
big
yeah,
line.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And he gives you the ha 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 ha
Yeah,
all
yeah.
that throughout. Come on, man. Like, come on.
Yeah,
Come-
That is
come
Jay,
on, man.
That's
Damn.
so used by me.
Yeah,
Yo, it's
man.
funny because that sometimes, yo, honestly, I be thinking to myself, like, Jay don't even want to do this no more.
I disagree.
No, hold on. Sometimes I be
Yeah.
thinking that, like, honestly, like, he got so much going on. Like, does he really want to, like, go back to the, like, regular rap type? You know what I mean? Like, does he really want to be out here rapping again? And then he will come out with a verse that you be like, yeah, he
On
enjoys
God,
this.
it's no improv. What do you say? Or comedy? Sign I fail. Hell nah. Ha 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 ha. Like,
Yeah.
come on. Yo,
Yeah.
yo, this is how much I've listened to it. Like, I'm going off of, I just keep, I can't stop listening to this album. And that song in particular, not the I don't even think that's the standout song to me anymore. It
The
definitely
song right
was.
after it is crazy too.
Respect
using
the
that
game.
sample. That's
With the Dead Presidents?
Flip
sample,
that
yeah.
is nuts. That's
Yeah.
why I think the production on the album is phenomenal. Like, it
Yeah.
is an all-time high.
Who's this producer? Who does that?
There's a
don't
bunch of
know.
people
They
on
got-
there.
yeah, they
There's
probably got,
this
like, a
kid
lot of
from
different-
Boston, Nick Paps, that
Yeah.
did 3. He did that Dead Prez joint. He did the intro.
Which got to be crazy because if you can't get if you ain't get it cleared, it's like,
Yeah.
what's the point?
Well, you know you're getting them cleared. Well,
You getting that. The
You
Phil
know-
Collins one, I was like, wow, I'm surprised that he cleared that sample. But
Well,
so
it's
many
fun-
people have
I was about to
used it
say,
that I'm
yeah,
like,
a lot of
that's
people do.
probably just
I was more concerned with the big one and the Havoc one.
yeah.
Because the
I
Havoc,
think
mean,
those would be easy. The Havoc going to be easy because not for nothing. Like, I'm sure they could use.
well,
whatever
Havoc
type
sampled
of,
that from someone else anyway. So that, you know what I mean. It's not like you're going through Havoc.
and not to mention, I'm sure he could use a check anyway.
yeah.
Like, and then that whole I'm sure Puff ain't.
I don't know.
Is that a shot?
No, I'm just keeping
Yeah,
it 100.
definitely
Like
was
what?
Mobb Deep, I grew up on them.
Yeah, what revenue streams they got coming in right now?
He didn't listen to Mobb Deep. Remember, like a year ago,
he said
yeah.
he didn't fuck with Mobb
I
Deep.
wasn't like,
I was a
just
Mobb
said,
Deep
yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
I cried when
Pac
Prodigy
got them
died.
out of here. But
Stop it.
Yo, no, he
at
did
least for the beginning, for me, he did.
No,
and
he
then
didn't.
I had
No,
to
he
like,
didn't.
all right, go back and revisit
No,
some
he
stuff.
didn't. But I would have thought the easier ones was the Hove joints, right? So
The big joint, because you feel like
the Hove joints, you're signing Rock Nation. Like
that
Jay
don't
can
mean
clear it.
nothing.
No, I'm saying like
Yeah, I don't think that's a difficult task.
yeah, I didn't think Respect the Game, and then the one with LMA, which I actually love that song.
That was that
man.
Beyonce joint.
Yeah, to Be Myself
yeah,
and I.
yep.
I thought that would be
Yeah.
an easy clear too.
Mm-hmm.
She killed that joint.
She did. LMA did. Yeah, she did. A good job.
LMA sounded like B on that
Yeah,
joint,
she did
man.
kill
Like
it.
I was very.
Well, at first they did sample. That was B's voice that they sampled at the beginning of it
Yeah.
because it was on the track, and then
No,
LMA came
on
in.
Best Friend, but she kept the same. You know what I mean?
It
The
was almost
same
like when
tempo.
Jamie Foxx did Gold Digger. When they wouldn't clear
Yeah,
the Ray
yeah,
Charles
yeah.
sample, and
He
was
just
like,
did
"Yo,
the
I'll
Ray
just
Charles.
sing it on
Yeah,
my
I
own.
was singing on my own, right? Yeah, man, she did an amazing. I have to get that LMA joint. I haven't listened to her.
That's a great
It's
album.
solid. It got a couple
Yeah.
cuts on there, R&B cuts. That's
It's
like
an R&B album, like
Yeah,
legit
a
R&B
legit
album.
joint.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. But not to be sidetracked again. Album of the year, verse of the year, excuse me, for the Hove joint.
I mean, but did you expect anything different though?
I
Like,
did.
Yes.
From Jay.
No. From Meek, from Jay.
No, I'm talking about. He's talking
I
about
don't know.
verse of the year with Jay. Like, I don't like.
Jay put out a project this
I
year.
like the
And it's not like he put that type of effort in his project.
His
Not to
project
say his
wasn't
project
just-
is trash. I love everything.
They
is
had a
love.
couple songs
They-
where he
they
was
got-
going through some stuff. Like,
Not on this degree. Not where
I don't
he's
think
talking
you're
the
gonna
deepness.
talk like
the
that
depth.
though on that album. Like
Yeah.
it's a different. The album's going in a different direction.
I get it.
You know what I mean? But like his verse on the Drake album was great, right?
yo, that's what I was
It
gonna
don't
compare it
compare to
to.
this.
That's what
no.
does it.
It
It's almost the
verse-
same subject matter though.
Jay's verse was fire on that.
I see
No.
where you're going, where you're trying to put it, but no, it's a little different with because he finished up that Drake verse with the whole, y'all kill X, let Zimmerman die, Streets is done,
yeah.
whatever. But this one was he started off 3/5 of man, then start talking about how
Yeah,
much
I mean-
100% of Deuce, 100% of Ace.
Where he talks about like,
Yeah, they gave but even before
Yeah.
that, let's get into the 50% of Deuce, Deuce
Yeah, what
100%
he owns,
title.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that's a lot of money, bro.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
Big
100%
money
Ace,
talk.
100% Ace of Spades. That's me. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, you expect. I don't know what. Like
had to-
I expected it. Like I mean,
I didn't expect that. I didn't expect a 2-minute verse either. I didn't
That
expect
song
that
is
at all.
long. It's like a
Yeah, it's like a
7-minute song.
Yeah.
it depend. Yo, if Jay sent you 5 minutes, you probably would have took your Meek would have took his bars off. You know what I'm saying?
As he said he did.
You know what I mean?
He's like, oh no, I gotta rewrite after.
Or
this.
not even rewrite it.
Yeah,
I gotta shorten mine
It's
out.
a Ross
You
and
know what I mean?
Jay track
Yeah,
on my album.
yeah. Or he would've
It's funny
shortened
because Meek's verse is not bad, but Meek's verse doesn't have any standout bars on that. On
Right.
that joint.
Nah.
It's a great. I mean, I like his verse. I like his verse.
Kind
on
of
all
like
of it.
remember when Control came out?
Yeah,
Big Sean had a crazy verse.
Big Sean
Yeah.
did
but
have a
nobody
crazy-
remember the verse.
Freaking
Jay
Jay
Elec-
Electronica
Jay
had a
Electronica.
good
Yeah,
verse.
that was his song,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It was Big
That
Sean's
was-
joint.
I thought that
No,
was Jay
it was Big
Electronica's
Sean's.
song.
No, it was Big
Oh,
Sean's.
all right.
joint. Yeah,
Yeah, but you remember the Kendrick verse.
I feel like this is the vibe I got off of this song. It's
What?
back when Control came out. Like, remember the
Yeah.
morning that Control
It shut-
came out? It
shut
shut
everything down.
Everything down. People was talking about it for like weeks. Everybody now wants to write a verse. I guarantee you, in the next 2 weeks, we're gonna hear a lot of freestyles
What's
over the
Beef
What's Beef
remix?
beat. Yes, over the What's Beef remix. Yeah, we're gonna hear that. Everybody's talking about
I'm here
that.
for it.
I'm definitely here for that.
Yeah.
And then after that, then you go right into Respect the. Come on, man.
That's nah. I thought championship.
No,
Nah,
Respect
it's
the
not.
Game is next because that's
Championship's
got
number 8.
it,
I
it
think
gives you
that-
the whole.
That's my
So he
joint.
gives you a whole verse and then leads in with another whole beat.
Yeah, you're
With
right.
I-
Oh yeah,
I-
the Dead
with,
President.
with arguably the illest whole beat ever in
Yeah.
Dead Presidents. Like, come on,
and
man.
he kills it.
Oh, destroyed that, yo. That's why I probably. So I respect Meek for doing it, but I probably would stay away from.
No,
Nah.
nah.
I think someone know what someone needs to do. They need to take all of those classic J joints and flip them and make like a mixtape.
You know what
it's like? Can I Live?
So
no,
so
you
here's
can't.
no.
Yes.
Now, I'm not mad at where Kevin's going because here's
but
what
you have to do them justice.
Here's what it sounded like to me. Right? Tell me this didn't sound like a soul tape album to a degree. With the number of beats. I'm like, yo, this sound like this should be Fab over here doing I feel like Meek did what Fab should have probably did 2 or 3 years ago. Because Fab was doing something similar to this when his mixtapes. He would take
Fab could do that, and it would be great. Like if he took because he's from Brooklyn, number one.
Exactly.
Took all those old Hove joints and flipped them.
Yes. Fab was on the soul tapes, he was killing every old school beat. When he took the Pain beat, the start, man, come on, man. Like I thought that
he ain't need that other boy on there though.
The Drew Hill joint we talked about, Beauty.
That
man,
like
he
killed
that.
A-Rap,
A-Rap
music, right? Yeah,
he did either a Jay-Z. He did a lot of these beats on this album before Fab is done, except for the What's Beef and the
Fab could do it. Fab could do it.
That's what.
But I'm thinking about like it would have to be like a Fab, maybe even a Kiss. It got to be somebody. It
Someone
can't
that can
just
rap.
be. Yeah.
The fact that Meek was able to do it and they was doing it on mixtapes was like, damn, yo. Because I think they were doing it on mixtapes because they scared of,
they couldn't get the clearance, probably.
Yeah, gotta get the clearance for the samples and publishing and all that stuff.
I'm sure Jay was willing to. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't think he would have just cleared. Yeah, but just because of what's going on and everything like that. All right, you know what? Yeah, I can clear a beat for him.
I think he would be more apt to do it for Meek now because Meek is hot. Like Meek, Meek is
that's
more than just music hot. Meek is just like
he's on CNN.
Yeah, he's a different type of celebrity right now, and this is helping the buzz. Like if you're able to put together a classic project like this. So, man, salute to Meek, man. Like
so, then we get through.
Skip Splash One.
Skip that. Championship.
Crazy. That beat. That sound like a Ross beat.
Yeah.
You don't think with the saxophone that come in?
You're right.
The horns.
Anything with horns is Ross.
Yeah. It is.
I even like the Drake song, man.
The Drake song is chill.
Drake's
no,
version.
Yeah, I got to
talk some shit on that, though.
I don't know if he talks some shit,
man.
but it's
about the Beatles line. I was like, this guy.
I like the Beatles line.
I felt like they could have picked a better track.
They could have.
Because if I'm thinking like, yo, I'm about to hear this.
I'm gonna tell you what it sounds like. But go ahead.
I'm interested in what you guys say right now.
It sounds like Rico Part 2.
I think Rico's the best song that they've done because Amen. You got Rico.
I like Amen more than
really
I like Rico. I mean, Rico is dope. Don't get it twisted. But the beat, you think about the slow up beat, the doom 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 doom, and the same thing kind of like here with a slowed up beat. I'm just like, oh, it kind of reminds me of Rico a little bit. They ain't really spitting.
I think
but
their
it's just
verses
Drake
was cool. I just think it was a track because I'm listening to it. I hear Drake verse. I'm like, all right, that's solid. Then
you
radio
joint.
Then you hear Meek verse.
I agree.
I'm like, that joint solid, but it's just the beat. And then it felt like the hook, like to me, it felt like the hook wasn't even like they just kind of came up with it on the fly. Like, cause Meek does the hook, right?
Well, Drake said he sent his verse in for that like 8 hours before the album came out.
Oh damn, that's crazy. I thought they was in the studio together. They have
There's
pictures
of them.
in
That's
the
what
studio.
I thought too. I'm like, but
damn, okay,
you didn't record that. But there's also pictures of J. Cole in the studio, and he's not on this
Meek
album.
said, he's not. Yeah.
Well, Meek did allude to another project potentially before the end of the year,
but
which
he
would
said
be
he was
insane.
trolling though.
That is
On the Breakfast Club, he said he was trolling though.
Yeah,
that's 3 weeks.
Yeah, all right. I'm just saying we'd be crazy to believe there ain't no more Meek tracks that can be released in a mixtape format.
Yeah, because we heard a lot of other beats.
Because everybody's talking about this J. Cole Meek track that no one's heard. And
Unicorn.
Yeah, man, but everyone believes it exists. So I'm like, yo, that would be that.
Hey,
that
everybody was talking about that J. Cole Kendrick album, and
they put some music out.
They
but the
got
album
a lot of
they were
music
supposed to
together,
have the
though.
album though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so Championship is dope. What else is next on that track list?
After that,
after the Drake joint.
You got the joint Oodles and Noodles. Well, no, after the Drake joint, you got Almost Slipped.
I actually like that song. I like. You didn't hear what he was talking about. Did you hear the
I didn't hear what he
content?
was talking about.
Okay,
yeah, but I mean,
it was a shot it was a dig to Nicki to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Ode to Nicki. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get caught up with these thoughts out here smashing everybody.
Sidebar. Nicki submitted 19.
I heard
for the Grammys.
0 nominations.
0 for 19.
0 nominations.
Yo, that's clown shit.
That's clown shit.
Stop submitting. Stop submitting.
That's crazy, by the way.
Why is that crazy? What did she have that was a takeoff hit this year?
No, I'm just saying. 19,
They kept submitting.
She's thirsty.
I wonder if it was really
So.
just the album though. They could have submitted the album and submitted each track individually as well.
No,
I
she
sent
did.
it in the chat.
Yeah, she did. Right. So she submitted the YG joint, which I thought was I love that song, that Big Bang joint.
She
submitted that.
Chun-Li,
Chun-Li,
Barbie Dreams, Bed,
whack.
Dark Side
Bed
of the
was with
Moon,
Ariana
Dark Side of the
Grande.
Moon,
Big Bank,
Yeah.
Goodbye, Anybody, Fifi.
Damn,
The
Fifi
Way
ain't
Life
even get no love.
Goes,
I'm actually surprised Fifi ain't get a
and
consideration.
Queen album. I'm not. It's the Grammys.
Yeah.
They ain't giving Tekashi a Grammy. Come on.
They're not giving him a Grammy, but you can't ignore the impact. Like, it's only been a year. Like,
They didn't even give J. Cole a nomination. They gave him a nomination on the Black album. Like, that's the track that got nominated. Yeah. The J. Cole's KOD didn't get nominated for anything. That's arguably
crazy.
album of the year. You could make that argument.
Yeah, you could. That's disrespect.
The Grammys are whack.
They are. I don't
mean,
even
yeah,
see
we-
why we.
I
see
like
validation
talking
through
about them.
them.
I
Yeah.
like watching and seeing
Yeah,
who
the
wins,
shows,
but
right.
the Grammys are trash.
The funny thing is, like, in Hove again, the Prophet, like, man, so much. It's so many gems in that whole verse.
They gave
When he talks about the billboard, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
when you looked up
Yeah,
the
yeah.
billboard
Is
when
you
we were
dumb?
young, now we look at
Yeah.
billboard like, is you like, we don't need validation from people that we don't respect. And that's what I don't understand about our culture is that, like, yo, don't seek validation from these
that's
awards.
what the Grammys is. That's
The
what
BET
Billboard
Awards should be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, the
But-
BET
and
Awards could be the Grammys,
problem
for real.
with that though is that we don't show up for the BET Awards. We more
We
worried
don't
about the
respect it, though.
Grammys.
But they
because-
don't even show up for the Grammys no more. Hove's not going to the Grammys this year.
I know, but I'm saying is that people
Even if
more
he's
pissed
nominated,
off
too.
when you're not nominated for the Grammys than
because it's
like-
on a bigger stage. You
I
know what
mean, but,
Yeah,
but whose stage?
it's
Like
a-
whose
but-
table are you trying to like?
No,
eat
I
off
feel
of?
where you're coming from, but I think to Kev's point, and I probably would agree with it, is that if you're trying to broaden your audience,
I get it.
yeah, I mean, you don't want to just be
My mom
secluded to
from
one.
middle suburbia is
She's
not
gonna watch
watching
the Grammys. I
BET
totally
Awards.
get it.
She's
I
watching
Right,
totally
the Grammys,
exactly.
so-
So that's what you're trying. That's the goal in mind, which I respect that. But I'm just saying, like, you don't need it no more.
Nah,
like, it's a
not at all.
different
Nah.
era. You can still get the same amount of money, you know,
the
or
internet, you don't
notoriety.
need it. Yeah, the internet's
Exactly.
messed that up for all of them. You can, you can get more exposure on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook.
They should
now.
have an IG award or a Facebook
Yeah.
award or
Remember
social
they used to do
media
the
award.
Ozone Awards?
Yeah, the magazine.
Yeah,
the
the
magazine.
magazine.
Atlanta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, they used to
but
do
the
the
same
Source
thing as Source
Awards,
Awards. Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's the same thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I mean, you don't need it. So because you don't need it, then screw the Grammys. Like,
Since
who
we're talking
cares?
about award shows, we're gonna give out awards, right?
We are
Yeah.
giving out awards, man. The Commission Recognition Awards are coming soon. What category should we start with?
I mean, album of the year is definitely.
First of
gonna
all,
be
what are
one
we
of them.
calling our trophy, our prize? I gave a suggestion in the chat. I don't know if
I
y'all.
didn't even see it.
Thank you for paying attention to mine, to my chats, to my text. It's called the Saluties.
The Salutes.
Yeah, the Saluties.
Okay.
You get a salutie.
You
Yeah,
get a
I
salute,
mean?
a commission salute.
Yeah, man, that's all it
Alright,
is.
well,
You know what I
alright.
mean? Something crazy. You know what I mean? Kev gonna come up with a beat to add to
Yeah,
the drop. You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
To the
Some
soundboard.
cool artwork.
Exactly. Some cool artwork or
I
whatever.
like it.
You're not getting anything. We're not sending any hardware to your home. But we will definitely recognize you for your accomplishments for the
Yeah.
year.
Song of the year is gonna be one. I think verse of the year,
I think Song of the Year, Verse of the Year. And,
producer of the year.
Are we doing Producer of the Year?
Why not? Did you?
I guess-
the Grammys nominations. For
I didn't even
producer
know
of
that
the
they-
year.
Who they had? Pharrell?
Kanye.
I didn't know that they had.
Why not?
The first time he's ever been nominated.
He's never put out this
For
many
Producer of the
projects
Year?
in a year, though.
Who cares? If you add up all those songs, it's like one project.
I mean, just saying.
What you
Maybe
mean?
two.
Hold on, say this again.
He's never been nominated for producer of the year. So when Kanye was at like his peak for producing music,
That sounds crazy.
he never got nominated. And
Yeah,
now
that's
all of a sudden
crazy.
he's nominated. They just want people to show up to the Grammys. That's what that's
Oh,
what
absolutely.
they're doing.
I mean, but if you think about it, all those albums, they talked about this when they came out. As long as there's more, remember Pusha T, you say that as long as it's more than at least 23 minutes, it counts as an album and it can be Grammy nominated.
You're right.
So technically, then he got how many albums that came out?
4 or 5.
It was 5 of them.
Yeah.
So he got 5 nods, 5 albums. Well, he didn't get Grammy nominated for them, but he had 5, I guess, submits for nominations.
Why is this the first time I'm hearing about a Producer of the Year award? I feel like I've never heard this before.
It's Boy Wonder, Pharrell.
Well,
Larry.
what did Boy Wonder put out?
It's check through the
He
Drake
did-
project.
He did some Drake stuff.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
Larry Klein, don't even know who that is. Linda Perry.
Ariana
Linda
Don't
Grande.
know
Perry,
who that
she's
is.
a songwriter. I thought. I didn't know she
That's
made
it. So
beats
those
too.
5.
but
Okay.
That's producer of the year. Contemporary urban album.
What does that mean?
I'm trying to figure that out
Is
myself.
that Post Malone's and all
But
them?
that's where
Post
the
Malone's.
Carters are nominated for.
Can I ask a question?
Contemporary, okay.
Can I ask a question of something that you put in the chat? And I was like, yo, what is the difference? Or maybe I saw it on somebody's page. What's the difference between Song of the Year and Record of the Year?
That's a great question, dude.
Can somebody explain that
I was
to me?
wondering the same
Because I'm like,
thing.
yo, everything that's nominated for Record of the Year and everything that's nominated for Song of the Year are just songs. I don't get the difference between the two. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
Maybe they
curious.
they want to do it twice.
Okay.
Like we ain't get enough.
Maybe
we
it
can
sounds
only
better
have-
on vinyl. I don't know. That's what. That's the only thing I can think of. I was like, yo, why do they have?
You know what
this
kind of shocked me about the nominations? I mean, I'm not shocked. I'm kind of glad. But hers got 5 nominations.
Her's been working.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at her because she's been consistent too every year. Yeah, no, I'm not mad at that at all.
Black Panther with 8 nominations?
It's a great album.
It is.
It's a great album, man. When you said,
Are you putting that over some of these other albums, though, that came out?
What you are putting over
Yeah.
that is the movie Black Panther.
nah,
And
we're not.
what-
I mean, but that has
No,
nothing to do with
I'm
the music.
saying
though.
it actually it will because it follows like the music follows that big old push that movie.
Nah,
had.
then
It
give them
does.
that recognition during the Oscars.
They're not gonna do that.
They should. They
No,
did it
they
in Hustle and
definitely
Flow.
will.
They've
Think
they've
about
done
it.
it before.
Definitely
will. No,
yeah, they
think-
definitely will.
What I'm
They've
trying
done
to
it
say is
before.
think about how remember John Legend and Common they joint for Selma when they got didn't they get they
Yeah,
got a
they got a-
Grammy off
they
of
got a-
that. They got
Now they got an Oscar for that,
Oscar.
man.
an Oscar.
Just
What
like
else? I thought they
3-6
got
got
like
an
a,
Oscar for
No,
that.
John Legend had like the.
He
won that
yeah, he
award.
won-
He
yeah,
got-
though.
yeah, he
He's
won
won
everything. He
all
won an
of them.
Oscar,
Yeah,
Grammy, yeah, all that. Yeah, but that's what I was saying. Is like I don't think that it's a great body of work, regardless of the picture. I think that it does deserve recognition come Oscar time, just for that because I think it's probably one of the best soundtracks that I've heard in a long time, and it matches the movie. So that if they can recognize 3-6 for It's Hard Out Here for a Pimp, then you definitely gotta recognize Kendrick for All of the Lights.
right,
You know
and,
what I mean,
and that's
with
what I'm
SZA.
saying though. But
So-
doesn't it help though when you see the movie and you hear those tracks? You
That's
hear
why-
some tracks in the movie.
Yeah.
That's
So
why I
it's
said the
gonna-
Oscars.
so that's what I'm
Said that
saying.
about Creed.
Yeah, exactly. When I heard some of the songs, I'm like, oh, let me go to the soundtrack. It makes the soundtrack. It makes you want to pick it up and check it out. If you heard some good songs through the movie and
No,
you
of course.
know,
No, I'm not
you
saying
gonna-
that. But again, that goes to more of the motion picture aspect, which would be, in my opinion, the Oscars.
no, because it has an actual soundtrack. Which if they want to do a
But you're
soundtrack,
aligning it with something else, though. Something else that's a visual. The Grammys is about audio. Like
I know,
can't really.
but that's why they make music videos too. Music videos.
But this ain't the
gives
MTV
you a
Music
visual,
Awards.
It gives you a visual to the music.
But this ain't
Once
the
you.
new. They
No,
don't
no,
even
no.
have
I
a
ain't talking
music
about
video
awards.
category
Period.
though.
People make. I ain't talking about awards. Period. I'm talking about when people make videos, they make them so it can kind of support the music. So you buy the music. They're not trying to get an MTV Music Award because they don't do it no more, right? I don't think they do.
yeah,
Yeah, they do video
They do.
awards.
I don't
Yeah,
watch
they
them.
do.
Yeah.
But
No, but these award shows are just like.
the visuals connect you to the music. That's all I'm
I
saying.
would agree with that.
Yeah, I'm not
So-
mad at that. I'm just saying, like, what I mean, for this in particular, that soundtrack stands alone. Like, I don't want to degrade the
If it would've
soundtrack
came
by
out-
saying that it needed
not
the motion.
degrading it.
No. Hear what I'm saying. By saying it needs the motion. Like, on its own, that's a great compilation of work, regardless of the movie. The movie does help support it and make it make sense. I think that's what you're saying. But what I'm saying is that regardless of, even if the movie didn't come out and they just launched that, it's like, yo, we're going to put out this TDE compilation, or we just going to highlight some artists or whatever. That shit is banging, bro.
But let me ask you this though, because I was about to say that. But would you have been looking for it if it would have just said, various artists
yes.
from TDE?
Yeah. You
I
know
don't
why?
think-
Because it's TDE. Like,
Yeah, I
when does
definitely would've.
when does
I
TDE
don't-
let us down? Think
Yeah,
about the
y'all
artists
might.
on TDE. No,
But do you think America would have
yes,
been like,
when SZA,
various
when SZA
artists,
just dropped and Kendrick is already hot off a
SZA's
damn.
one person? Though.
No. But you got two of the arguably hottest
They
artists
carried the
on it.
soundtrack.
Exactly. And then you see some of the other artists on there, like The Weeknd, and you see Sway Lee, and you're like, oh,
I
all
could
right,
care
this is
less
worth it.
about the movie, honestly.
So
It was
let
a
me
cool
ask y'all
movie. I
this.
like the movie, but I'm more in it for the music. And when I saw that, all right, TDE's putting out a soundtrack, I'm like, this is gonna be fire.
Anybody
What-
check out like that? Did Mike Will come out with an album? Did anybody check for that? Because he had.
What do you mean the album?
He came out with an album.
Yeah,
earlier
the
this
Mike
year.
Will's compilation joint. I remember when
Yeah,
y'all
anybody really-
talked about it. Even
Exactly,
Kev,
what
yeah,
album?
you talked
Yeah.
about it, yeah.
But you
Kev-
kinda like- but you
Kev,
don't even
like,
remember what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
I think you sent it the mic or something. Like, we talked about it on this
I don't know if he
podcast.
said it, but he-
Yeah.
But the
I
only
seen
the
it.
only people
Yeah.
I like in that clique would be
No,
Ray
it had other
Shremmer.
people on there though.
I get it.
It
but
wasn't just them. It was some.
But
I would
I'm
say
not
that
a big fan of Mike
Time
Will's
out.
rap crew.
Let's just say this. I would think at this point, TDE as a label with staff
Yeah,
and a
it could.
motherfucking crew
Yeah.
is a lot bigger than anything Mike Will is doing.
TDE's
down there.
arguably the biggest movement in hip hop.
Well, hold up, because
He's talking about for this time right
I
now.
think Quality Control is still making music, so relax.
We're talking about quality music here.
No, I know, but we're talking about biggest. No, you said biggest. Don't give me no gunshot.
No, that's
on that.
me. That's me.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
right.
shot to you.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
yeah. All
That's
right.
it.
Oh, he giving himself gunshots now,
Yeah,
Mike.
I
You
know,
see
right?
that shit? It was
That's
on
new.
time and everything.
When they
What
make
he
sense,
did.
yeah.
No, but right, yeah. Q. What is it?
Yeah.
Whatever. Is it
This
his name?
Q from Quality Control.
Q and Coach K. I think they're probably only for 2018 running
Executives
it.
of the year.
Yeah, I would give them that. Even though I don't like their music as much, but they got the hottest artists, so you can't argue that.
Yeah.
Them.
I'm talking about the quality of the music though. Like TDE
Oh yeah,
doesn't put
TDE's
out
over there.
bad. Like
Yeah, they're
think about what
there.
Kendrick's album.
Yeah,
They
Sis'
doing
album.
artist development over there, man.
You're right.
Okay.
J Rock's album, fire.
Yo,
Yeah.
I keep everyone, and I know you kind of recap the J Rock album here. I've never listened to it, but after I think it was a nomination for like
He does
hip
have
hop
a
album of the
nomination.
year or something like
Nah,
that.
not for that.
It was something. It was J Rock
does-
Redemption. I saw it on
Him
there.
and K Dot got that joint. I think that song got
No,
nominated.
his album Redemption is his album, right? I saw that name on there.
I thought it was just that track.
You know what? I think you are right, actually, Greg.
Yeah, and I was surprised because I'm like, I haven't listened to the J, but I remember everyone's championing it. Kev talks about it all the time, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Did he just come out? Who he come out for?
J Rock
Yeah,
like open for somebody?
Nah, the fight.
Oh, really?
Oh, for was
he-
he in Fury? No, that wasn't him.
Nah, it wasn't Fury. Who was it? He came. Well, anyway, he walked out to the ring with somebody.
When Wilder it wasn't it Fury
was
Wilder?
it?
It was recently.
I'm trying to think.
No, it was
Was
Wilder. I
it-
want
it
to
was
say it
Wilder?
was.
He came out there with him?
We watched
Alright,
this last
cool.
weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know what's funny? This is a sidetrack conversation, so I don't know if it's on topic. We could get into this, but
Let's go.
I had a lot of.
I want to get Mike's thoughts on something.
Go ahead. I'll
Go
let
ahead.
you know.
So
Remember that point that you just made, Wilder,
Alright.
Wilder. Okay.
and yeah,
I'm gonna
the
write
fight
it down.
last week. Yeah.
So-
Now we'll get into it.
the best R&B song nominations for Grammys this year, right? So I'm
Okay.
gonna run down and you tell me what you think. You too, Greg. LMA, Boot Up. Miguel, Come Through and Chill, featuring J. Cole. Childish Gambino, Feels Like Summer. Her, Focus. And Tony Braxton, Long As I Live.
Tony, get out of here.
First of all, I
Who's
like
taking
Tony's
that
song,
home?
I don't care.
but it's not
Tony,
going.
get out of here.
Yo, I like that.
Tony, I love you from Glen Burnie. You was my first girlfriend
Yo,
on the low.
Tony still is nice.
Okay.
I mean,
Birdman-
she still
Birdman
lose
with-
points for that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was just
Birdman's
thinking as I said that. Like,
If Birdman could get it, make me feel like
I
they
had
got
a chance.
Yeah. I really
Until
had a
they say I
legitimate
do.
chance. Right.
You know what I
I had a
mean?
legitimate shot.
Yo, I still got a chance at that. Like, what?
So who's
They
taking
married
that
or
home,
engaged?
though? Who's taking that home?
It's between her and LMA, I would say.
Yeah, those were the two biggest
Wait,
albums.
you're saying, her, not Tony.
Yeah.
You're saying her.
Yeah, her. Yeah.
Got you.
Because
All right.
Focus was played on, I think,
Focus.
every it was played on like the old school stations.
Yeah.
It was played on like obviously the young stations. It's
LMA will probably end up getting it.
Yeah,
just
she
'cause
will,
Booed Up
just
is
because
a
that
more
movement-
popular.
yeah.
and it transcends. Like it's older, younger, it don't matter. You always gonna like that song.
Mhm.
But yeah, who was the other ones? You said Childish Gambino, and it was another guy.
Miguel.
Miguel with the
and I like that song. That one with
yeah, it's
J.
smooth.
Cole. That joint is fly.
It's
Yeah.
smooth.
Yeah, but nah, it's not enough. Didn't
Yeah,
get enough
LMA
push.
definitely get.
Yeah,
She's
LMA
definitely
got
she
this
gon' she made. Go ahead. What you about to say?
I want to get your thoughts on the best R&B album, too.
Go ahead.
Okay.
What they got?
Tony Braxton, Sex and Cigarettes.
I'm
I
about
like
to
it.
get
Never
this
even
now.
listened to it.
I'm about to get it though. That's
Leon Bridges, Good Thing.
I've never heard that one. Okay,
Lala Hathaway, Honestly.
Layla, but
Layla.
Layla Hathaway. Yeah, you
Apologize.
good.
no worries.
Her
Okay,
self-titled.
right.
PJ Morton, Gumbo Unplugged.
I
Her
didn't
got
hear
this.
PJ Morton. I like PJ Morton though. He's a good artist.
Her got
I've
this.
heard one album on this list here.
which was her, right?
Her,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Her got this. I mean, it's come on. Like, did we
Yeah.
think anyone else had that big of an impact?
And,
I think-
and you know what, Tony? I feel like Tony that album actually came out last year.
You know, it's like was it November to now or like September to now or some shit like that with the Grammy? Because when
Yeah.
something crazy like
That could be about right then, because I'm thinking like
That's
I
like
went
when
to
what's her
visit.
name won over Beyonce.
Adele.
White Girl, yeah, Adele.
Yeah.
Like the album had come out like the
2
year
years
before,
but they
like,
didn't submit it.
They
though.
never did.
Yeah,
but then
so
she
that's
won
why.
over
Yeah,
Beyonce. It was trash.
Yeah.
we see that a lot. But no, I think her.
It's a good album, but
Yeah,
she
no,
should've
it's
won
a
over
good-
Beyonce.
Yeah, I mean it was a good album. Yeah, but her got this one on lock. I don't think there was another just traditional R&B.
The funny thing
impact
about
like
it is
that.
this what I'm confused
outside of
about,
LMA,
though.
which I'm surprised LMA didn't submit her.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
Like, no, it could have been
She-
submitted. It's just not.
Yeah, she's not
They didn't get
nominated.
nominated. Maybe it's too late. You think?
I
LMA
don't-
had 2 big hits at the third quarter.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, I mean,
That album
well,
coulda
Booed Up
got-
was all year,
Booed
but
Up and
Trippin',
Trippin'.
Trippin' was good. Was a
And to be
huge
honest
hit.
with you, that still has nothing with what she had. I'm gonna put another track of hers on the playlist.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
That's
All
what's
right,
up.
I got 2 more categories I want to go through real quick. So, best rap album, right? And one of these,
I know what's going to win it. Let's just say what's going to win
I know
it.
what should win.
No. Let's talk about what's going to win it.
I want to talk about the nominations too. Like,
Let's go.
one of these albums, I'm like,
It's not a rap
Why?
album. Post Malone, you talking about that one?
no, he's not best rap album.
He's not. I thought he
Mm.
was on there.
So it's Cardi B, Invasion of Privacy.
That's going to win.
Nipsey Hussle, Victory Lap.
That should win.
Pusha T's Daytona.
That's a great project.
Travis Scott, Astroworld.
Mm.
Mac Miller's Swimming.
Mac
Miller, first of all, it wouldn't have been if he wouldn't have passed. I hate to say that.
That's my point. That's no. I think.
Well,
you're
I
absolutely
don't
right.
know
It's a good album.
I'm
but
about to
don't
say, I
know if
heard
it's-
people saying it
it's
was
a
a
good
good
album.
album, though. Like, yeah, I mean,
Let me
like,
ask you
I
this.
didn't. I'm not
You-
a Mac Miller fan like
You
this.
hear
I didn't
people
get it.
saying that, but I've never heard anybody say that of any one of his albums before he passed.
Well, no. I
Nah, he's
take
got
that back.
some-
No,
yeah,
he's
that's-
put out
I've
some
never
good
heard
music.
anybody say his
That's
album should have been.
disrespectful.
No. What I'm saying is
And
that
the other thing I would say is that I think in this generation, XXX was a bigger act, and I'm surprised maybe because his album just dropped and they didn't submit it.
Yeah, but even what was the last album? When did that
I
come out?
was surprised that didn't get consideration. That's all, because he's like in the hip hop community, like I'm not gonna say bigger loss. They make it seem like Mac Miller loss wasn't impactful, but a lot of people mourn the X death, particularly younger people. But that just kind of tells me that the Grammys are kind of slanted towards, like, I say middle age. I say 25 to 35 year olds, 25 and up.
and I guess that's my point about like with Mac Miller is like unfortunately the way it works is like there's tragedy, it kind of boosts up some numbers.
Yeah.
So I ain't saying this project is not hot. I'm just saying I think if he was alive, it wouldn't have been nominated.
I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
So who's winning that?
Cardi.
You think
Easy.
so?
Yeah, hands down.
Ooh, all right.
You can make an argument that Cardi had album of the year.
You can.
I mean,
There's
She's only the third woman to get nominated for
the other two,
Lauryn Hill.
and
I want to say Missy Elliott.
there it
Yeah,
is.
there you
Yeah,
go.
you go. Look at you.
the thing the thing about Cardi is this, right? I don't even like, and I ain't throwing no shots, but I think the most complete.
Said the guy before he throws a shot.
No. I think the most complete, like, granted, I know it was short, but the most complete project on there
Pusha.
for that was Pusha. Production and lyrically,
You
it
haven't-
wasn't.
Nipsey
I'm
Hussle's
about to say you gotta listen.
No.
to Nipsey, bro.
I get it, but what I'm
I mean,
saying
front
is
to
that
back, bro. Nipsey album
Nipsey got
is
a few
crazy.
skips, y'all.
No,
Don't
he
get it
don't.
twisted.
What are you
yeah,
skipping?
I think so
He
too.
got a
Whoa,
few
what are
skips.
you skipping?
I haven't
I'm
listened
skipping
to it
that
in a
joint with
while.
Diddy.
The joint with
Hold
No,
on,
man,
Kev. Hold on.
I'm skipping that joint.
That
I
joint is
think- I think that
Listen, the whole
Diddy
Nippy album
ad-libs
is
is,
so motivational. Like, that joint is next to Meek album. Nipsey album is probably the most motivational, inspiring project I've heard in a long time. Like, I like that type of, like, I like 101 Jeezy type stuff that makes
But what I'm saying,
hood boys want to get up and do more with
and
their
I'm
life.
not knocking the album at all. I'm just saying it had complete for me. That Pusha joint was complete.
It's short.
dog.
It's only 7 songs.
I get it, but
That
I'm
makes it-
saying it was complete.
Yeah, I love the Pusha album, but it's 7 songs.
To me, it's a bigger
It didn't
challenge.
skip a beat.
With Meek,
You have to tell me what's wrong with it.
let me say this.
What's wrong with it?
Besides
it's not
that,
long enough.
Besides that, like, so what I'm saying is are you skipping anything on it?
No. it's
Yes,
7
yes,
songs.
no, yes, I am.
Yo, hold on.
I'm skipping the Ye joint. I don't
Imagine
like
if
that Ye
Meek
song.
put out Championships, right? And he just put the first 6 songs out.
Classic.
I mean, he could have added championships
That's what I mean. And then maybe
So-
and
and
one other joint.
and
it's 9
oodles
songs?
and noodles,
So
and
no,
that
no,
would
no,
have been
no. Hear my point, because I think that's what I'm trying to say is that it's harder to put out a good body of work when you've have that many tracks. Like, that's why I'm more impressed with
Why
Meek
is
and
it,
Nipsey,
though?
because it's like you're taking more risk. You have more risk for things to fail.
Listen, no.
You know what I mean? Like, you
Listen.
do.
Yeah, everything
you
doesn't hit then.
Everything is not going to stick.
Listen,
You're right.
If you stick to what you do, and that's what I respect about Push's album.
I would agree with that.
If you stick to what you do, you ain't looking for, like y'all said right off the gate. Y'all
But
said the one with Drake. Hold on. Y'all said the
ahead.
one with Drake was like that was a radio song. Why are you trying to make radio songs?
Because he's trying to appeal to all
Squash
all
that.
areas.
Pusha wasn't.
You're right. That's why he's nominated
Pusha's
for
a
one
different
category.
and Pusha's
Rap
a
album of
different
the
I
year.
get
artist
it.
than what Meek is.
I get it, and that's what I'm saying. But if you stick to what you do, like they were saying on the Breakfast Club, like the one joint, I like the On Me joint with Cardi because Meek still spitting like Meek, versus one of the other joints. Was it? It could have been Splash, or
One.
something.
Splash One is the only whack joint on there.
Nah,
Let's be
even
real.
some of them is just like, yo, Meek. I mean, he's slowing it. This ain't what I came for Meek for. That's what
Nah,
I'm
I
just
disagree.
thinking.
I think
Alright,
I
I mean,
think
you
I
know.
think with the growth that in what he's gone through over the last year.
Not for the females. Not those songs. There's no growth in
Nah,
those tracks.
Wins and
you
Losses had
talking
one of
about?
those a song for it was like a female joint.
He had a lot
Trying
of
to remember
female
what it
joints
was.
on
It
there.
was
I
a
said it was the one with
you
Ty
thought it was gonna
Dolla
be
Sign.
bigger than what
I
it was.
thought no,
The
I
Chris,
thought it was
Chris
going to be.
Brown joint. You talking about?
Yeah,
Nah,
no,
nah.
I'm talking about the one with Ty Dolla Sign where he did the remake of oh man, he did an R&B remix or whatever.
Right. I thought Chris was on that too.
He might be. He actually might be. It might be
That's
Ty
not
and
what
Chris.
I'm talking about, though.
But all I'm
The
saying,
Tony Song joint.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Fall
Chris-
Through. I thought that song was going to be a smash, and it wasn't. That
He
was a
didn't-
ladies' joint.
No, but see the difference with wins and losses is wins and losses could have been bigger than what it was. He didn't get a chance to really
You're
tour
right.
it the way he should have. Because that's a great album. And I didn't learn about wins and losses till a year later. What I'm saying as far as the Meek thing goes is that I'd rather hear 18 good tracks and one bad one than just 7 tracks. You know what I mean? That's what I'm getting from Meek. Meek gives me 18 quality joints and I'm banging through with only one. I skipped one song on that album. That's it. Everything else I'm riding to. So that's hard. That's harder to do when you're putting in more.
And you know
because
what's funny though too that I took away from that interview that he did with Charlamagne and them was the fact that he was like, they said something about album of the year and Charlamagne made a very good point. He was like, well, how can it ain't only been out for? And then Meek was like, look, you know when you hear something if it's nah,
it's gotta stand.
let it. Yeah, exactly. And that's what Charlamagne was trying to say. He just like nah. You know if it's fire, not on letting people do that.
I know when I hear something and I'm gonna keep it for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's-
Like,
it's only been a week.
and that's why I know because I'm still listening to it. That's what
Alright.
tells me right there.
For-
If I can
for
listen
you.
to, no, I mean, I think for a lot of people, if you can in this climate, if you can listen to something consistently and not want something fresh or new, considering that we get fresh and new so frequently, and we get quality fresh and new frequently, that if you can get something.
I don't know about that, man.
No.
Look at-
What
I don't
I'm
know about
saying,
that.
what I'm saying is that the artists who we consider high caliber artists are putting out music. You know what I mean? Even if it's a single, they're putting out music. I'm not saying full body of projects, but I'm saying that there's been something that came out this week that's gonna make you nod your head to it. You know what I mean? There's gonna be something that you heard. I told Kev the other day, I was like, yo, I downloaded like 3 other things when I downloaded the Meek album. I haven't even gotten to them yet.
Yeah.
I can't get to it. I've been on this joint, and that's what tells me it's a good body of work because every time I listen to something consistently, that's how I knew the Wayne wasn't going to be like album. Everybody was saying Wayne album of the year. I'm like, I listened to that shit like
that's what I was going to
2 or 3 times.
I was going to say
and that was it.
I like the Wayne album, but I'm not going back and listening to it like I'm
No,
listening
no.
to this.
But this, because of the beat selection initially, because it's nostalgic for
I
me.
think that's what makes
know
it
what I mean?
connect
For
really
us.
well for me.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a nostalgic feeling because we were around when those beats were first popping. And then the content is mature. It's not just talking about rollies and smashing chicks. It's about real life stuff that
Dime
happens
Trap
in our
did that for me. Tip.
Okay.
And I'm still listening to it.
Yeah.
But
You're
it's
the
been
only
out
one.
for
But okay.
I
Nah,
could be.
Nah,
But it's been out for what? It's been out for at least
Probably like
2,
3
3 months.
months.
I
Yeah.
say. Meek only been out for a week. That's all I'm saying.
we'll see.
It's
We gotta
like,
wait.
yeah, we gotta wait. Only time will tell.
It could
Tom
be
is-
album of the year next. It could be
Tom is
Grammy
telling right
nominated
now.
next
Yeah.
year.
Well, how many do you think it sold this week?
I already
They
know
said
it's number one album.
206,
It's
right?
like 250.
No, I know it's no number one. 250
They
was the
said
number.
206.
I wanna
Say
know
in
the
2
number.
Seconds. Hang on.
Yeah, that's all I want to know is what the number is because that means a lot. You know
I
what I
seen
mean?
206.
That's a
Meek
W.
But keep in
Did-
mind, no. I mean, he
Yeah, it's more
won.
than 206.
He won. What I'm trying to say though is like it's Meek got this. He got the shine right now too.
I
Like,
mean,
he
yeah.
has the light on him right now. It ain't like it's that and unfortunately, I ain't trying to say that prison situation it don't help nobody out.
No,
but
it
that
does.
kinda
Boozy
helped
said
build
it does.
You were right. 206.
206. I mean,
That's
y'all can
it?
question. Yeah, Google it if you don't believe me. But
That's interesting. Okay.
I'm
I
saying
mean,
it
it
helped
kept
shine
going
a
up
light on
every
this
day.
project.
Well, no, I mean, Boozy said this, right? So they did an interview with Boozy, and they was asking him about the Meek situation. This was months ago. But he was like, yo, jail helped you. Like,
Yeah,
jail don't
Boozy
hurt
knows.
you. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Jail don't hurt you because, if anything, you're not touring, right? So that hurts because you're not selling your music in venues or whatever. But the demand goes up. You know what I mean? Because
Depends
they're
how
still
long you're
playing.
in there for.
Well, it depends. Well, you're right, but they're still playing your music, and then when you come out, the demand for your music increases tenfold.
But when you got
so
the
that's what
type
he was
of-
trying to say. He was like, "Yo, Meek got a following, so yeah, he lost money, whatever. But when he get out, his booking fees and all that is
He
gonna
said
go up.
250, right? He
Yeah.
wants
Remember when Wayne went to jail for the year?
Yeah,
And then when he came out, I think it was the Carter 4 came out.
Yeah.
Like, to your point,
Yeah.
that built the buzz.
It
First
definitely
week,
did.
1 mil.
yeah.
Nah, it was the third.
Third
one.
week?
Yeah, Carter 3 sold 1 mil in a week.
But even still, like
Carter
three.
4 sold 1 million
Did it?
Oh,
too. I think so.
Okay.
even still,
Hey,
like I'm
Google
saying,
it.
all you're doing is I'm done questioning Mike.
It's like, nah.
I'm done questioning Mike.
Real
I
quick,
don't
though,
know.
before we move on, I want to get your take on rap song of the year. We got Drake, God's Plan.
This is not record. This is song,
This is
right?
rap song.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right, not rap record. Okay, same thing.
Kendrick Lamar, J-Rock, Future.
Oh, King's Dead. Yeah, I like
King's
that trend.
Dead.
Yeah, that joint.
Eminem and Joyner Lucas.
You can keep that.
Lucky You.
I like it though, but you can keep
Travis Scott, Drake, Sway Lee, Sicko Mode,
Sicko.
Mm.
Yeah.
and J-Rock and Kendrick Lamar's Win.
Win.
I don't know about those songs for rap song of the year. I'm
What
just
would
saying.
you put in it? God's Plan is gonna win for the record.
Is
I'll
it
let,
based on popularity?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'll let you know on when we do our awards, the commission awards.
Yay. Do we have any other categories that we wanted to do, or are we just gonna mimic everything the Grammys did?
I think we do like a Hustler of the Year award.
Oh, is that what we're doing? All right, we're ripping off BET now.
The
Okay.
biggest, I think we do like the best new artist or best like unsigned artist.
I think we should be even more creative than that.
All right.
I want to do a verse of the year, definitely.
Yeah.
But I want to do a new artist verse of the year.
Okay.
Meaning, like, you have to have, like, less than 5 years, 10 years in the game.
What about like Hook of the Year?
Mm,
Nah, that's like the one that caught your attention the most. That'd be tough.
that would be
Yeah.
tough. What's catchy? I mean, it would just be whatever's the most catchy.
Yeah, that's true.
So the Grammys also have Best Comedy Album of the Year, right?
Comedy album. Okay.
And Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock are up there for nominations.
Off their Netflix specials?
Yep.
Tambourine and then Equanimity and The Bird Revelation. Oh, those were the Netflix
Yeah,
ones.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Patton Oswalt. So I'm looking at these nominations and I'm looking where the Grammys put certain people. Like they put the Carters in Urban Contemporary, right?
Yeah.
So they snubbed both of them last year.
Well, okay.
Then they put Kendrick Lamar in 8 categories, right? They
Right.
put Drake in 8 categories. So and then they put Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock in a. Do the Grammys? Do they strategically do this, hoping that all of these people are going to show up to the Grammys?
First of all, they know Jay-Z and Beyonce ain't coming. Unless they're like for album of the year, record of the year. They don't care about this urban contemporary bullshit.
Right.
I love the fact that they have a category like that because I feel like
did you-
urban categories need to be diversified a little bit more. Hip hop categories.
Miguel's
specifically.
the other act in there.
Okay.
Miguel.
Yeah.
Not for comedy of the year, but for
For
urban contemporary.
War and Leisure, best urban contemporary. And then
okay.
there's 3 people here that I've never heard of.
Who are they?
Chol and Haley. The kids are all
Yeah,
right.
Chloe and
Oh,
Haley.
yeah, Chloe and Haley.
Chloe and Haley.
They play on
they play on Grownish.
Grownish.
Yeah,
They actually
really,
signed to
they signed to
Beyonce.
Beyonce. Yeah, they're really good.
I was
They
just
can
asking
sing.
Aaliyah about
I
this too.
apologize for that.
Yeah. Our younger viewers are gonna. This is
Yeah,
why Aaliyah
not
needs
for
to be on the
nothing.
show.
Yeah,
See,
yeah,
this is the
yeah.
topic right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Chris Dave and the Dumbheads.
I've never heard of this.
Yeah,
guy.
never heard of
Yeah.
it.
Michello. I can't even pronounce this last name. I apologize. It's like,
Michelle Indigay Ocello.
wow.
That
How
is
do
her.
you not know who
That's the
that
only
is?
person that's named. That's why I was waiting on him to finish first.
Hey, how do you know? Who
Yeah.
What do you mean? How do I not know who that is? What show is she on?
Fast Car, bro. Driven
What's
on
Fast Car?
Fast Car.
guys
You never
never
heard of that?
Never heard of it.
It's fine. She got more songs.
It's
though,
okay.
too.
I'm just saying that's the most popular
it a
one.
good
Yeah,
album?
it is. No, this
Didn't
is
hear
an
it.
old song that I'm referencing, but I didn't know she came out with
Wait,
new music.
It's
I
a
thought that
she
was
too,
Tracy
Kev.
Chapman song.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Tracy? L. What
Fast
did
Car
No,
is a
Michelle
great-
had.
and the gay Ocello? What
yeah.
did she sing?
Tracy Chapman
I know.
did Fast
Thank you,
Car,
sir.
dog.
Yeah, you caught me on that one. You definitely got me on that one.
She got some songs. Though, 'cause
But
I remember-
anyway, so like I look at where they placed these people in
Right.
these categories.
Right.
Where if I'm J and B, I'm like, we got that, right?
Yo,
So
this
let's
is one
go.
thing that I will say though.
I don't know if they got that.
Some of these artists, their recognition is, and now granted, I know the Grammy's supposed to be, I guess, based on what you do in the States, but some of their buzz is bigger overseas,
Yeah, sure.
and she's one of them.
Okay.
So I can see why. So sometimes strategically, when they put people in there, like we might be like, who the hell is that? They going off of a buzz that they may have in Europe, or you know what I
absolutely.
mean, like in.
I'm just talking like there's more hip hop R&B acts nominated this year for these awards than I think I've ever. Like Janelle Monáe's, I'm
What's
nominated
the
for
number
album of
one
the year.
genre?
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, for
She
Dirty
do got
Computer.
that one track they have been running almost the past.
I
the
haven't
past
heard her
year.
album though, and a lot of people talk
Me
about her
neither.
album.
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah.
I like that one track. I
But-
know she messes with what's her name too.
Who?
Tessa Thompson. That's her chick.
Yeah.
What was that?
From Creed.
Oh, the girl who the deaf girl?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's her chick.
interesting.
Yeah, but
Oh, all right.
yeah.
All right.
Song of the year.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar and SZA, All the Stars. They're definitely winning multiple Grammys.
Yeah,
They're
they're
up for,
probably- they might
If they
sweep this
don't,
shit.
I'm
Yeah, they might sweep it.
LMA, Boot Up,
That's a tough one.
Drake's God's Plan,
Oh,
Shawn Mendes, In My Blood.
Shawn Mendes is popular. I
Yeah,
know his
he
name.
is.
Yeah, he's I don't know his music.
You would know
but I
the song
his-
if you heard it.
Okay.
Brandy Carly, The Joke. Don't even know who that
Nah,
is.
she's not winning.
Zed and Myron Morris, The Middle.
Yeah, they're not winning either.
This one might win. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper because of that movie.
I heard that movie was good.
Yeah.
I want
too.
to. On the
Have you
low, I
heard
do
it?
want. Nah,
I kind of
probably
wanted to
check
see it too.
out.
Dave is
Yeah.
in that movie.
My-
Chappelle
Yeah,
was in
I
that
seen
movie.
it. He
my
probably
parents
only in
saw
there
it,
for
said it was
like.
phenomenal.
He probably only in there for like.
But everyone
2
talks about that
minutes.
song. That movie is like the greatest
Me and the
movie
league gonna watch
ever.
it
Yeah.
tonight. We tried to watch it on the before, I think, and I don't know what happened. But I liked it from the previews.
Yeah, the previews look dope.
Like,
Man.
if you
I
like
like Bradley
music, it
Cooper
look-
too. Like I like him
yeah.
as an actor. I don't know what
Philly.
Lady Gaga is going to do. Yeah, he always.
She
repping them
should have went
birds,
by a
bro.
name. I wonder if
From
it.
Jenkintown.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
you know
from,
he
Jenkintown.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Nah,
yo.
it's from Jenkintown.
Man, Bradley Cooper's a regular guy.
Yeah.
I probably
Yeah.
met
See him
him
at
a
the
couple
Drake,
times.
Drake Tavern over there in Jenkintown.
Yeah, right. That's my spot on the low. I
Yeah.
love Drake Chapman.
Drake's-
Yeah.
And Childish Gambino, This Is America, Song of the Year. I don't know about that.
It had a big impact.
Yeah,
It did.
the video did.
Well,
If
yeah.
you just if,
If
you
you just
just
listen
heard
to
the
the
song,
yeah,
it wouldn't
you're
have
lost.
been.
Yeah, I would
that's why I
agree.
said the visuals.
You're right up to that point.
That's why MTV Music Awards. It would
Yeah,
be
okay.
great there. But
I don't know about these. I don't know about the Grammys.
I'm not tuned. Any
I'm watching.
performers? Like that's why I'm more invested in who's
There's
performing at the
gotta be
Grammys.
performers because, like Cardi B's showing up.
Oh, Cardi's there. I think Kendrick and them are
Kendrick's showing
there.
up.
Yeah,
Yo,
the whole
but-
TD is there.
but
Drake might
between-
even show up.
Drake's not showing.
You don't think so?
Nah, Drake's not. Drake's been touring for
He's
forever.
on a European
he's
tour
chilling.
right now. ain't
Nah,
he?
he's
No,
done.
he just done. He just
Oh,
got
yeah.
finished.
Just
Yeah.
ended, yeah.
So he's chilling. He's not doing nothing for a minute.
Right.
Unless he's like feeling like, yo, I just want to be out here. But he doesn't have enough nominations to
Yes,
me
he
to
does.
want to.
If I roll
wanna
through,
go.
I think he's got 5.
But for like the same 2 songs, bro.
You're right.
He has nothing for Scorpion. Ain't do shit. Like that's kind of
He's
crazy.
up for album of the year, dog.
Is it? Scorpion was.
Yeah, Scorpion's up, Black Panther's up, Post Malone, which I think is gonna take home album of the year. Cardi B,
I think Cardi B is gonna win it.
Janelle Monáe. Yo, if Cardi B wins
Cardi B is
album of the
definitely
year,
gonna win
that
album of
is
the
the
year.
ultimate hustle. Right
Think
there.
about this.
That's,
the fact
that's
that
the craziest come up.
every single on Invasion of Privacy, every track on Invasion of Privacy is a single. Every last one of them.
The one joint, the Spanish track, I think is winning song of the year. What's
What?
the,
Bad Bunny.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it
that.
like
Yeah.
that. Oh yeah, that joint's hard too.
Mhm.
Because
Yeah,
they
man.
use it in movie previews, and I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
it's catchy.
It's a good song, man.
It
It's a
is.
good song.
Yeah, it's
It's
solid.
a good album.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
But that's one of the albums that I feel like bar wise is just like,
Yeah,
it's
I
really
mean,
just the feel of the music
Ah,
and the hook.
Cardi got great
There's
writers,
a joint
man.
on there with
I think-
SZA that I thought they could have put out as a single, and they didn't, which I thought was.
What do you need more singles from Cardi?
Like for
Why
instance,
not?
like the
you got
whatchamacallit-
enough, bro. Like you got
Yeah.
a million of them. You could put this out next year just to sell. Just like what Kendrick did this year. Damn,
could.
went platinum again this year,
Yeah.
and it was came out last year. You could do the exact same thing with Cardi. I would do that with Cardi.
Like the hook, like the Rain joint. I feel like the hook and the music is hot. But you know when Cardi starts, you know, no offense, but when she starts on there rapping, whatever, it's like, what
Yeah,
do
we
you
know how
s-
you feel about
You
it.
know what I
Her
mean? It's
talking.
like, yeah, like what are you talking about? like,
What are you talking about?
What? Oh, on the range
Mike
with
don't like.
Kalani?
Mike doesn't like listening to Cardi B.
No, it
talk
depends on
or-
because I think
Uh-uh.
this is my thing.
He made it abundantly clear on this.
For
show.
what?
Like so on the Meek joint.
He can't understand.
He
Nah,
kills
listen.
she kills the Meek track.
That's what I'm
The-
saying.
the
It
party-
sounds totally
remember the
different.
party joint that she was
Yeah,
on?
she kills the part,
but
backing
Meek-
it up,
Yeah.
backing it up.
Let me ask you this: can't you understand her a lot better on the Meek? It feels more polished than what she did on her. So now, my mind starts to wonder. Granted, I know you was new.
Stop listening to it with studio ears, bro.
With studio-
Like, yo,
What are you
God damn.
talking about?
You just said like, yo,
It's a
you-
studio album.
She
Like,
sounds
yeah, it ain't
clear.
a mixtape.
She sounds clear on it. No,
It's
just,
a
I want to hear
studio
if it's
album.
good or if it's not. Yeah,
Her
man.
album-
like, oh, yo, she's spitting
On her
Yeah,
album, I
it's
mean,
cool.
she be saying stuff, but I mean, it's like that's just my personal
You're
opinion.
like being
It
super
ain't- I'm
critical.
You're
Yeah.
not driving in the car listening to it.
There's no way.
No, I
way.
mean, well, I'm not driving in the car listening
No
to
way.
Cardi content, period. Unless I'm riding with a girl. Like, if I'm riding with a chick, yeah. I mean, Kev, I know you like listening to backing it
I
up
guess.
by yourself in the wheel. But no, unless it's
Shots fired.
unless it's a girl with me, I don't really like. I got introduced to Cardi riding with my lady. Like, you know what I mean? She was playing the album, and I was like, oh damn, she got some nice tracks on here. But like,
You
by
got introduced
myself,
to Cardi through Love and Hip Hop. Let's be honest.
no, not her music. Not her
Okay.
music. Yeah, but yeah. Actually, I got introduced to Cardi through IG. That's where I really first, because I seen everybody reposting her shit. But no, man, yeah, you can't hate on Cardi, man.
Yeah,
like
you
she
can't.
Yeah, she's okay. She's
Cardi was doing this 2 years ago.
cool. Right, and she acknowledged. The funny thing I love about her is that she acknowledges the fact that she's not a rapper. So I kind of now respect her a little bit more because it's not like she's
That's
fraud.
the only thing that I
She
said.
not fraud,
She don't
though.
sound like
It's like
A
Diddy saying,
rapper.
"I'm not a rapper."
Yeah,
no, Cardi just
I'm a
sound
performer.
like-
I'm an
Yeah.
entertainer. So I'm like,
It's
I'm all right.
I just said it sounds better on Meek. It sounds like she got a lot more polish than what she did on her album. Her album, Kalani, that track I was talking about, Rain. I like the hook. I like the beat. When she starts rapping, it's just kind of like
Who's
That's it.
Whose baby is she having?
whose baby
What?
is she
What you
having?
talking about? She pregnant?
Kalani.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
I
I'm
don't
like,
know.
yo, Cardi pregnant again?
I know.
I didn't even know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Hey, maybe it's Offset. Who knows?
Nah.
No.
Offset and Cardi broke
Yo.
up earlier this week. You know what I mean?
Yo,
I thought they was
apparently,
married.
I was reading something today that says that he owns 50% of like the Cardi B brand.
I can see that.
Yeah, why
He
not?
pimped the shit out of that situation.
That's, like is entitled to 50% of any of
Why
the
not?
money
Yeah.
that she makes.
I heard that, like, and even I don't know if it's Charlemagne or somebody spoke on this before, how she kind of left her original camp that kind of helped brought her up.
Yeah, and went to,
To go
quality control.
quality control, and I would be mad if I'm Offset. That's a smart move.
That's,
I mean,
I didn't
that's
even
a genius move
think
because
that you could do that.
if you under my
You see it on the
management team,
contract,
yeah,
yeah,
I'll
yep.
get you on the
And
contract.
you know what's so funny too? Future, remember when Future was messing with Sierra?
Yeah.
Sierra had like a slight little surge back or like a
Yeah, I
resurgence.
remember.
You haven't heard
'Cause
any
she was-
Sierra music though.
She was right, but she had a couple singles though, because she had the
Because of the
joint they
videos.
remixed. Nah, they
She
did
had
the
like a joint called Body, I think. That
yeah,
was
because they with the Mambu sample,
Yeah.
but that joint slowly came back, and she had another joint because it was Future and Mike Will that she was working with, and that would have been smart for them because they kind of like she was just dating Future, and he got in the studio and they came out a couple hits, like so. I guess maybe Offset learned off of that. Like, look, our brand right now is buzzing. You my lady, so you gonna get, you know what I mean? She getting a little bit more notoriety, so hey, why not? You might as well just come over to our management team.
but that's a pimp move.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Because
coulda
you
been.
like, yo, Shorty
I
is
don't know. If he
going
could have been in love, I guess. I don't know.
Come on, man. Yo,
But let's just
word.
sign. I mean, if you was in love, you wouldn't have had. Let's just sign these contracts. Maybe your lawyer was like protecting your ass. That's a good lawyer.
That's just a smart move. I mean, Offset.
Yeah.
Offset's like, yo, I got the hottest joint in the game right now. She's an up and comer, and she don't know shit about business. Let me go ahead and diddy this whole
Yeah.
situation.
And she sounds like she don't know shit about business.
Exactly.
And
And I've been in the game for a couple years now.
babe,
so, you
look,
know.
this what B and J did.
right. That's exactly
Yeah,
what I
man.
imagine the conversation.
Oh yeah,
like.
you right.
Yeah. Oh, you bought me a Bentley truck. Yeah.
Yeah,
with your
I
own
did.
fucking
Yeah,
money.
dummy.
with
Yo.
the masses I done got off of your ass.
Yo, you know
goddamn.
what's funny too? I know this was just for TV, right? I think this was like it was this season on that they growing up hip hop thing, like Atlanta. they was talking about that the So Def tour. Bow Wow was like, yeah, I need my own bus. Jermaine's, I'm not getting you no damn bus. Like, you crazy. I've had a bus for this tour. You got me a bus for that tour. You got me a bus. Nah, you got the bus. And he was telling them that came out of you mean
budget.
to tell me I've been paying for my bus this? Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, welcome to
man,
the music
what?
industry,
Yeah,
goddamn
dummy.
it.
Like, what you think? What you think this is?
Right, I'm just gonna buy you a bus for what?
That's
I don't
probably
even know you
exactly
like
what happened with them. Like,
Exactly.
they said, who was doing that to Suge Knight used to do that to them boys. Be gifting them cars and
Of course,
stuff
with
like
their
that.
own money.
Yeah.
But it still be under his
Out of
name,
your
though.
budget.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh. You're gonna take this out your budget. You know what I mean?
Cadillac Records or you remember that
Cadillac
movie?
Records, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that movie? Yeah, they was doing that too.
They're
Everybody gets
giving
a
away
Cadillac.
Cadillac. Yeah.
Based on a true story, man. That's crazy.
That's funny, man.
What we at with it? Wilder. We
yeah,
going back to
I
Wilder?
wrote that down. You wanted to talk about Wilder.
I mean, so
Well,
first,
win. Let's go.
well, I thought he came out with J Rock last Saturday.
I think he did too.
Yeah, so it was a good fight.
Yep.
Kev, I don't know if you saw it, but you can watch it tonight because they're re-airing it.
I saw a dude get knocked out, and then Undertaker came.
Yeah, man, he had the whole
He just
Undertaker
sat
vibe,
right
and he
up.
just got up after
Yeah.
10 seconds. Yeah, you know what I mean? After they counted him out.
That's another thing
You know
too.
what I mean?
That's another thing too. That it technically it should have been a knockout.
Could have been if the
How
ref was
much-
doing his job.
Yeah, how much time are you gonna give him even when he gets up? Like,
Well, it's more money in the rematch, so I'm gonna make sure that we can
when
get this
was the
draw out
last
of
time?
this.
I'm not obviously you guys know I don't watch boxing like you, but when was the last time there's been a big fight like this where it's just been like a one and done, somebody gets knocked out, and that's it? I feel like the last fight.
you thinking about? I know who you thinking about. My man, what's Canelo? You thinking about
Yeah,
Canelo
that
Triple G?
was a rematch, right?
Yeah.
So like the first one was
Draw.
a draw, and they did a rematch, and then this one here draw. They're gonna do another rematch.
Well, there's a blueprint now. If you can,
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
get
Like,
it.
you can see that. So like, all right, let's go ahead and play into the narrative, and let's go ahead and make the first one a draw, or at least
The
make it
last-
controversial.
Yeah.
And then that way it'll draw more.
But like,
take
if you're a
last
fan
big
like you
fight-
guys, I'd be like, all right, we see right through this.
The last
of
big
course.
fight
Yeah, we see through
that kind of ended, and it was no need for the rematch. I mean, which I don't. You got to put an asterisk next to it though. Was the Floyd and McGregor joint?
Yeah, I mean, we knew that.
'Cause-
We knew it was gonna happen there too.
Yeah, I mean we did.
No,
but
I would say the last
initially,
big fight that we didn't need a rematch for, that was an actual fight, was Pacquiao and Mayweather.
that was
we
like
knew-
there was
4
no
years
need
ago.
for.
But I'm just saying, like,
There was
that was
no
a
need for a
there was no
yeah.
need for a rematch. It was like, yo, we did. This was
Yeah.
heavily decided. It's one sided. We don't need, and it was a mega fight.
Yeah.
Like, that was the
Yeah.
biggest fight of arguably the decade. You know what I mean? So yeah, we good off of that. But the Wilder situation, first of all, like, you can see Wilder is like, at this point, he's just trying to, they're trying to get money. The other thing I'll say is Wilder is not a boxer, and he was exposed terribly in that fight, in my opinion, for his lack of boxing ability.
Right.
He's a hell of a puncher. He gonna put you down.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, he put damn near a formerly 400-pound man down on the mat and had his ass out.
Yeah.
400 pounds.
He used to be 400 pounds.
Yeah, he was on
Tyson
drugs
Fury.
for a
Yeah,
little bit.
What is he now?
He's like, maybe,
He showed up at what 250?
I don't think he got that low.
Imagine
I think he's like
losing
260,
265
280.
or something like that. All right.
Yeah.
pounds.
Yeah,
Within the year too.
yeah, it was a whole
That's-
year.
How's that even healthy?
Because he
Well,
gained
he's a-
it. If you gain
Yeah,
it
about to
off of
say.
like some sloppy stuff,
Exactly.
like you can
And-
lose it.
And you're an athlete. Like, it's not like he wasn't an athlete. Like, he's
Yeah,
a
that's just
professional
crazy,
boxer.
man.
Like, he
Like-
fought Klitschko. He beat Klitschko. Like, he's not.
Kev, you gotta think about it. Like, and this is what I be thinking about too. Like these guys, man, 8 weeks, and they in tip top shape.
Hell yeah.
That's nuts.
Honestly, you could do that in real life.
Yeah, that's
Like,
what
if
I
you-
mean. It
you
is
gotta
real life.
train,
Yeah,
like,
I mean, if you
8
only,
hours a day.
exactly,
baby.
but
Think
what
about
else
the
are they
cardio.
doing? Yeah.
These guys, or not, because they're not even training all day. Think
But
about
they're
it.
doing
You-
tour days though. You're doing at least
You
2
may
to
be
4
doing-
hours of training a day, minimum.
To what? 4
Morning,
hours?
and then you're doing maybe some
You could-
evening
you-
cardio or something
You
like
could.
that.
No, that's what I was about to say. Think about the miles you put in. You may be going out there 10 miles a day.
Yeah.
All that cardio, and then you go in there. Let's say you
You're
go in there and you
eating
do
right.
weights. Yeah, you definitely.
Oh,
eat
yeah,
right.
you gotta. Yeah, in camp you eating right.
8 weeks. Yeah, that's all.
You drop that shit like nothing.
That's nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
and that's
drop
what
it in.
mainly. That's what a lot of them are doing. They dropping weight. They not like
Right.
putting on weight. It'd be
Yeah.
a totally different.
Like, even Canelo probably walks around damn near 200. You know what I mean? Like Canelo, Triple G, but they fight at like 160.
yeah
165.
160, Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, yo, it's your fighting weight, and then there's your walk around weight.
I just
Yeah.
don't understand. Like, how is that even healthy for your body? Like, you're dropping weight.
I don't
and
think
then
they
you're
dropping
putting
that
it back
much.
on.
200 is a lot.
I think
Yeah,
Canelo
for
walks
Canelo-
around at like 190, 195. I believe that.
190 ain't
and
getting
that's not hard to do. Like, dude, I just told y'all I dropped damn near 15 pounds with just on diet alone.
I'm over that.
You know what I'm saying? like
not
yeah,
hard
you
to do
if I was working out, like hell yeah, you could drop that easily. Yeah, in that range between 160 to 190.
Yeah,
I can
you
see
eating
that.
good. You got a chef. Like you got nutritionists. You good.
And I'm talking like not even 8 weeks. I think you would probably do that in a month if you're putting yourself on that type of a plan. Because
I've been watching.
They're doing 2 days. They're doing all the stuff we seen in Creed and then some.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because
like,
I'm watching Adrian's Instagram.
Yeah,
this
he's working
time.
out.
He's
now.
training. He's
Yeah,
working out.
Yeah, he's working out.
Broner.
He walks around like
Pacquiao.
though.
When?
19th.
Yeah,
January.
January.
Oh,
19th.
yeah?
Yeah.
That'd be a big fight.
Yo, the Floyd joint is official. Did y'all see that?
Floyd who?
They're fighting on the 31st.
New Year's Eve?
Yes.
Nah.
Who the
Yes,
guy
they
from-
are. The Asian.
you and
Yes,
me?
he's fighting that
No.
dude. Yes, he is. I saw it yesterday. I saw it on like Sports Center.
Is he training?
Floyd stays in Floyd and I was gonna say this
Where
about
did you
Broner.
see this?
It was on I want to say it was like on either ESPN or something like that. Yeah,
I'll
this
be
is
amazed if
legit
that
going down.
happens.
Yeah, it really is. It's going down.
Yeah.
Because they showed them next to each other. The guy looks way smaller than Floyd, but this guy and it's no kicking. It's only 3 rounds, right?
3 rounds?
It's only 3
You're
rounds.
gonna pay
No
$100
kicking.
for 3 rounds?
I'm not. I don't think it's even available for real in the stick. You got to fight it on the stick or something. It's some
Nah,
Asian
there's
shit.
no way that Floyd's not.
Oh, he's getting
allowed.
100 million.
I'm saying,
but-
okay.
Yeah, he's still getting 100 million, but it's like, some Asian developer or whatever boy
Yeah.
with money. He's like, yeah, I want to pony up this money and see Floyd Mayweather lose to this Asian guy who's
No
a
way.
kickboxer who's undefeated. The guy can't use his feet, can't kick.
Right.
It's only 3 rounds of boxing, punches only, whatever. So that's
Oh, I can see that then.
yeah. So if I'm Floyd, of course I'm gonna take that. That's easy
Yeah,
100
it's
mil.
100 mil, yeah.
easy 100
15
mil.
minutes.
Yeah,
Yo,
for real.
I wonder, like, seriously, like, how much of this money he's going through?
He's going through a lot. You could tell. Why are you fighting? You're damn near a billionaire. You off of your
Allegedly.
If
investments.
you're not a billionaire at this point, you're
That-
fucking up.
Exactly. Off of your investments alone, you
Yeah.
should be a billionaire if you're already like 800+ million. Like,
And
come
granted, I like what he be saying. Like he owns, like he be like, none of this stuff is rented. Like I own it, which is
on. That could be dumb. That could be dumb
Well,
if you're owning cars. If you're owning
not
cars that
necessarily
depreciate in
because-
value, yes. That could
nah,
be really
not necessarily because these are exotic cars though.
They depreciate in value regardless, bro.
They not put it like this. I'd rather own a Bentley that I'm not, or a Rolls Royce that I'm not driving.
that
put
you're
no
losing
miles
10 grand on every year. Like, why would you do that?
Because how much is it gonna cost me to rent it?
You
if
don't
it's
have to
gonna
rent
cost-
it. Just lease the
I mean,
shit
what
and
if it's
trade
gonna
it
cost
in.
me to lease it? What if it's gonna cost me more than that? Because the car costs what? Say 400 racks. So now I'm leasing it.
But your contract is already signed, so it's not like once that car is done, you just trade it in for the same version, just
Nah,
new rider.
I don't
I'd probably
think
want
so.
to own it too because
I would own it.
I'm giving 400 or say I'm giving 200,000 away to lease it. After the 200,000's up, what do I got? I gotta give the car back.
At the end of the day, though, your car that you own is just depreciating. Unless you're making a wise investment of classic type, like, cars that appreciate in
these
value.
is-
But these is cars that,
It's
like,
gonna become. It's not classic right
Ferrari's
now
a Ferrari.
because
Like
nah, it's not all the same. All Rolexes ain't made the same. All
Yeah.
Ferraris aren't made the same.
Well, right. What I'm
like-
saying is that these cars that he has, like, yeah, some of them are new because of the time. But then they show his garage. He do got some older joints
Okay.
that's just sitting there.
If that's the case,
but you
then
think
cool.
he's ripping through this money like that?
Yes.
I'm just curious to
can
know
tell.
what he's doing. I ain't gonna even lie to y'all. For the most part, man, like if I had a lot of that bread, I mean, you wouldn't need to wear fake. Who gonna know? Like if you had, how some of these guys be having fake stuff on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I remember Chad saying that. Ocho Cinco was like, yo. And
Oh,
this
he
is
did
why
that.
Chad,
Yeah,
he's
he's
like, yo,
smart.
I used to buy my jewelry from, like, what's the fake jewelry spot that the little girl-
Claire's.
Claire's. He's like, I buy jewelry from Claire's and
I
just wear it in the
respect
club.
Ocho Cinco for
You know what I'm
that.
saying? Because it's like, yo, man, how y'all going? First of all, are you going to question me?
Yeah, exactly. You
Like,
know
I'm
he's rich.
Yeah,
Come
you
up
know
with, like,
I'm
the
rich.
diamond tester. Like, yo,
Exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, you're not questioning me.
Fuck
So it's
outta
like,
here.
why do I even need to do all? Which is smart. Like, I think that's.
Or
That's
how
why
about
when Ross
why-
was
why
like,
does it matter
that's why
anyway?
when Ross was like, yo, I respect the baby,
Baby
tell
till
his
you
wife.
realize But that's because
I'm
baby.
like, well, baby.
No, keep in
alright.
mind though, baby was the flashy,
He
flossy.
stunned.
So
Yeah,
now you
yeah,
gotta
stunt
have
101.
real stuff.
I
You
feel
can't
you.
be like you stunting with some fake stuff. If you got it, you got it. But on me, if I'm on some chill stuff, like I don't really need to do that.
Nah.
I
Like
shouldn't.
Meek stuff can't be fake because you out here with a. And
I
that's
saw Tory say, like, did you see the they interviewed Tory. Tory was buying like some new jewelry. He was like, yo, the dude that inspired me to want to get into jewelry was Meek. He's like, every time I would be around Meek talking all this, you know, he always had a big rollie, like a brand new rollie on or whatever. And I always had some little bullshit on or whatever. He's like, when I finally knew I made it was when I seen him in the studio. He had just came home and he had on a big boy rollie. And I had on the same big boy rollie. He's like, yo, I knew. He's like, yo, you know what I mean? Now I can look you eye to eye now or whatever, you know. But if you're, even Meek talks about that now. It's like, yo, and if you listen to Championship, he's like, yo, I'm not having a fly watch, and I'm chilling with billionaires that don't, you know what I mean, don't really think of life that way. They don't care about that shit. So it's like, yo, it's.
But Meek did say he traded a lot of his stuff in too.
He did. He just says, you know what I mean, you thinking that I'm just. He's like, I sell you the watch on my wrist, for real.
Yeah,
Go grab something else. Yeah, anything's for, you know what I mean? But that's a hustler, you know what I mean? Like, that's just that hustling mentality. But I'm just like, yeah, Meek's smart. Like, a lot of these guys don't go and own shit. Just do it for the look and then keep it moving.
Like, if you, like, for instance, if that's gold and it's real gold, I'd rather have that. Because then it's always worth something.
Nah, I'd rather buy more properties. I'd rather buy another business.
I'm saying if you're going, but they not, that's you thinking.
No, I mean, they thinking, but they should be thinking that way. And I think they are thinking
like you said, your man just said, Meek got a big boy rollie. I got to get me a big boy rollie.
But that's because Tory just now getting on. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? But Tory ain't around like the people that Meek around. Meek around like Hove and what's the Sixers owner and the freaking Patriots owner and. Like, it becomes a little. Michael even 21 Savage said, like, yo, it's different for me. Like, and he's a youngin'. He's like, yo, I'm not wearing jewelry and not buying all this stuff because when I be around these guys that really got money, real money don't have that shit. Never did. Like, real money don't do that. So it's like, yo, what are you doing? You just trying to floss for some chicks. You know what I mean? That's it. The Wilder Fury stuff, I'm here for the rematch. I know we got off topic a little bit. I'm definitely here for the Wilder rematch. But I wanted to kind of start off the conversation with, because last weekend I was having like this little, I ordered the fight. So I'm gonna start by saying that. So I ordered the fight last weekend. And I was like, you know what? I know a few boxing fans or people that would at least entertain wanting to see the fight. So I'm like, you know what? Let me put out there that I have the fight. And like, you know, if anyone wants to come through and watch the fight, you know, you're more than welcome. You know what I mean? Mike came through. Thank you for sliding through.
No problem.
You know what I mean? Watched the fight. Mike was the only person that came through, watched the fight. And it got me to thinking as I was in the shower getting the messages that, I won't be able to come through. I ain't going to be able to make it, blah, 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 blah.
Right.
And it had me thinking, I was like, yo, I'm taking a shower. I'm like, damn, yo, I don't have no friends. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, where do I, like, all right, I've always had different friends for different shit.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to know if y'all kind of fall in that category. Like, you got different friends that do different things.
I got zero friends. I mean, I shouldn't say that.
Thank you.
I shouldn't say I got
Thank
zero
you, Kevin,
friends.
because that validates what I was thinking in the shower. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have no friends.
I probably have like one person that I know that I can call up and like, yo, what's up?
What's up? We doing something?
And
right.
It's
on the pop.
Yeah, whatever.
I got
it. But and I've known that guy since I was maybe 10 years old.
Right.
But I'm similar where I have like different friends for different events. Like if I'm going out,
right,
I got that guy to call to go out. If I want to go to a game, yo, you want to go to the game, or you want to go to the bar?
How do you identify those though?
I think as you get older, because when I was younger, like especially in like high school, college, I had a ton of friends, and my wife was actually the person that was like, yo, these guys ain't your friends. Like these people are acquaintances. These two people are your friends.
Right.
I think.
Did you cut people off as a result of that?
Absolutely. Okay. Absolutely did. Yeah.
How does your wife know who's your friend and who's not your friend?
Because she would see me do like favors and things for people,
and,
they would never be reciprocated. She's like, "What are you doing?" So yeah, I mean, I think most people are like that, especially as you get older. You know, like because you find that like group of people that you're like, all right, these are people that I'm cool with.
Right.
They got similar goals or similar values that I have. And we're striving for the same type of things. We live a similar lifestyle. Like I got people that I'm friends with that are still wilding out, and I'm 34 years old. So they're 34 years old, and they're still wilding out.
What do you mean wilding out? Define wilding out.
They're up for 2 days partying still.
Oh wow, okay.
I can't do that.
It's a little harder now.
No, I can't do it. Period. I got other responsibilities. You know what I mean?
Mike, what are your thoughts? Do you have any friends?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. All right, that's
I
what's
mean,
up.
no, I mean,
How many how many people would you consider your friends? Like true friends, how many people you think you consider?
like if I needed something that I
Yeah.
can reach out to, I mean, I got a few. I would like to
But like
believe I do.
5?
Yeah, more
Okay.
than a little bit, probably
I
even
think
a little
that's
bit
probably
more.
like a reasonable number. That I
It's
would
so
say,
funny
too.
because I used to say, and this is back when me and my wife first started dating. It's like I have a top 5. I had 5. I only had 5 friends. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? And these are 5 individuals, who I felt that, I always like hanging around people that were either, doing what I'm doing similar or inspiring me to be better. And I'm just like, okay, cool. These are my top 5. But that changed. Like even in the time, like kind of like what Kev was saying, it's like I be talking to my wife and she's like, yo, they not really, you know what I mean? They ain't really rocking with you the way you rock with them. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So I'm like, okay, all right, I see that. And it made me adjust. But now that it's gone from, I've always had a 5, and now I live here. I'm just like, I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? I don't really
You
know.
got like to me, you got to put stuff like in perspective. Like I understand everybody's lifestyle and what's going on. So let's say, for instance, like if I got, I don't know, let's say if I got stuck somewhere, yeah, I think for instance, I think I can call Lo and be like, yo, if I haven't even spoken to him in like a month, not that would happen, but let's say if I haven't spoken to him in a month, yo, where you at? Yo, I'm so and so. Yo, I need you to do me a favor. And he like, oh, all right, cool, give me a minute.
Yeah.
And there's no like,
I think
no
you can call
convo.
us too, Mike.
no, I'm just saying for an example. Yeah, I would like to believe that.
If
Don't
a
call me.
situation was like, yo, I got nobody else I can call.
No, it ain't even like that. It's just sometimes if I be like, damn, like I need to say I want to get my car detailed, and I'm like, oh, I ain't gonna have no will. I think I go pick it up. I pick it up. Oh damn, let me hit Lo at home.
Yeah.
Yo, come grab me real fast. All right, cool, I got you. Or it can even be like I said, my man Rel. I can call Rel and be like, yo, I need that, cuz like you think you got, yeah, I got you. Like it's just like I think, but to Greg's point, I think about certain things like if we having stuff and you inviting people to it, everybody don't show up all the time. And sometimes you gotta look at it like, and trust me, I used to be somebody that'd be like, I ain't gonna even do it because you know how people be flaky, and then you the one that invested your time to putting it together, your money into making sure everything is there.
Well, I look at it a little differently in that regard because it's not like, and if we're using last week as an example, I was going to order the fight regardless. Like I'm like, yo,
I'm talking about from my experience.
No, I get what
even
you're
with me
saying.
doing it, but yeah, I
But
got
I'm
you.
just
I
saying,
got
like,
you.
yo, I'm gonna watch the fight. So because I know how flaky people can be,
Mhm.
like to your point, I don't really overdo it. So I'm like, yo, if I'm doing something and I know someone may have an interest in it, then I just make myself available.
Yeah, I
you
got
know
you.
what I'm saying? As opposed to fully inviting. Like you weren't gonna come over here and get a spread. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
talked about ordering food after the fact. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to overinvest and then just be disappointed. So I'm like, yo, if someone decides that they're going to come through, which is something else I don't do, is like if I do invite people to something, I'm not giving you my address until I know that you're coming. You know what I mean? Like, so
Okay.
people I might know, I'm like, yo, if you want to come through, blah, blah, blah. And I'll throw the invite out there for a minute. And then if you're telling me you're on your way or you tell me like, yo, what's the address, then I know you serious. But if you don't
Right.
ask me what my address is, I'm like, oh, all right, cool. I'm just going to throw the invite out there. And if you say something, then all right, cool.
Yeah.
What do you think if when you invite somebody? I don't know if this ever happened to you.
Yeah.
And then they show up and like while they're on their way, like, yo, I'm bringing such and such with me too, and it's somebody that you have no idea.
Not
who
to my
that
house,
person
you're
is.
not.
Yeah.
I don't really feel a way about that.
Really?
Because it's very few times that I can't really get along with
Are
people.
you inviting that person back over then the next time? Not the person that showed up, the person that brought someone unannounced.
if I'm opening up my home, I'm opening up my home. Like I don't really
Alright.
like if I already know that there's a possibility of that happening when I throw the invite out there. Unless I'm saying like, yo, this is something intimate. I only want certain people here. But if I'm opening up for like an event, like for example, I'll probably invite folks for the Super Bowl just because I'm gonna watch Super Bowl here, and if you want to watch Super Bowl, you come through. So for something like that, I'm like, I mean, if you want to bring somebody, cool, because I want you to be comfortable. I would hate for
Gotcha.
somebody to invite me somewhere and be like, I can
But
only
that's
come,
ahead
and
of
then I don't know somebody, I don't know nobody there, now I'm awkward.
Well, that's kind of like ahead of time though. Like if you told me, yo, like if I say, yeah,
If Mike had
I don't
us
got
at
the
his
next
house,
fight in my house.
and then on the way there, I was like, "Yo, Mike, I'm bringing my 2 boys that, and you never met."
Most people
You're gonna
won't
be
do
like-
that at this stage. Like most of my friends be like, "Yo, I'm even last week, Mike was like, yo,
Ahead
yeah, I
of
might
time,
come
though.
through." You know what I'm saying? No, even still though, but he's like, "Yo, I might come through. I might bring my man with me." Cool, no problem.
And I
Like,
said, is it cool? I asked.
I
They're
didn't know-
just saying if they show up.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know if that was a question because I just look at that as being the assumption.
Oh, yeah, I'm asking.
Like I'd be like,
me
all
too.
right. Yeah, I mean that's fine that you want to ask. I'm just saying like how I respond to
Right.
it. Like it doesn't like I'm not that sensitive. Like I actually enjoy having people around. Like so it's not like a bad thing for me. Like, you know what I mean? If you bring somebody cool, that's just one new person that I met.
to me, it's like you respect.
Unless you
respect-
disrespectful.
To me, it's like you respect me and you respect my house when you can be on your way. You can be like, yeah, Mike, we coming through. Matter of fact, my sister's in town.
That's
I'm
different.
gonna have her with. No, it could be, well, my man is in town. Somebody I don't know. Is it cool that? Oh yeah, cool. Because at least I know you enough to know that you respect my house enough to ask me first. If that makes sense.
I think now because we're a little older, we look at it like that. Like, all right, Greg ain't gonna bring some crazy person.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, that.
But, like, when
that
you're
too.
younger,
Yeah, I
it's
guess
like,
that's
yeah,
what.
I
Yeah,
don't
well,
know that
yeah.
person,
Because I'm not
man.
inviting anybody
Well-
that's just gonna. Yeah, I got it.
I don't know. When I was younger, I had an apartment with a couple of my friends or
Mhm.
one of my friends, and our spots was the spot. Like everybody come through. So that's what basically what I'm coming off of is that, you know, I'm so used to like people just popping up. I mean, back then it was more you would have an unexpected female guest or something like that.
Yeah.
But every so often you have an unexpected male guest or whatever. And then like nobody's like if you wilding out, we gonna pound you out in here. Like you know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like you're
Yeah.
not gonna get disrespectful in my
I
establishment.
don't want no one around though where I'm like, all right, if I had my wallet and my keys and my phone sitting here and I went to the bathroom, I don't want to have to feel like, yo, when I came back, where's
Well,
my,
I'm not
where's my
leaving.
stuff.
Well, I don't know if you. I don't leave anything out when I have company, so I don't.
I know right now, if I went to the bathroom, my wallet was sitting here. It's gonna be here when I get
no,
back.
I get it, but I'm just saying, like, if you notice, like, y'all don't even see mail around. Like, I don't leave. Like, I'm very
'Cause you keep
particular
this
about
place
that.
pristine.
No, I don't keep it pristine. I just don't keep like proprietary information.
Somebody could slip out with
Yeah, I
it.
mean, I don't want y'all.
I
Yeah,
got Greg's credit card bill.
Yeah,
right here.
exactly.
Now,
Y'all need to know no account numbers or anything.
But back to the friend thing, though. I mean, it's legit because, like, you want to think about it. I know I think about it. And my wife, she used to get upset if I remember one time, it could have been Floyd. Somebody was fighting on my birthday because it was around May, and he always fight in May. And I was like, well, I'm going to order the fight. And I asked a few people to come by. This is years ago. I asked a few people to come by, and people was, so everybody, of course, everybody's like, yeah, cool. I was like, cool, we'll order some food. We'll do this, we'll do that. And then people started to kind of like, like a little slowly, like, I'm not sure, I'm not this, and she's tight. Like, I guess because, she feel like it's my birthday weekend.
Want to have a good time.
I'm
Yeah.
like, listen, I don't care. Like,
Right.
as I wanted to fight, I ordered it because I enjoy this. Like, I
Right.
can't rely on other people to
make you happy.
to make me happy.
Exactly.
And that's what I was trying to explain, because she was like, but if people, they said they was going, they said, and not for nothing, everybody wound up showing up.
Yeah.
Anyway, like, everybody was like, yeah, well, look, I'm on my way. And I'm like, but either way, I was good. And I was trying to explain that, I was trying to explain that to her. But on the flip side, like, I do get it. Like, when you do ask people, yo, I'm doing this. Oh man, I can't make it. I can't. It feel like if it's not to what they want to do,
Right.
some people may not show up.
Right.
And you like, yo, it ain't about like what's really going on.
It's not about
It's
coming
about
over and
just-
watching boxing. It's about coming
Like,
over and just
honestly,
hanging
we
out.
couldn't
Yeah,
record.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm telling Greg earlier, we couldn't record last Wednesday. I chalked it as like, I know people was
You
like,
still kicking it.
yeah, because Kev was kind of upset. He was like, this was a waste of time. I'm like, yo, we chilled and watched the game.
I was just.
I know you was in your
yeah,
bag.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
nothing. That's how we knew you was gonna probably get it fixed that night. Like, I'm like, he's gonna
Kev
go home.
went home and
he
did
probably
not
was
go to
gonna
sleep until
beat the
he
wife.
fell
It's funny.
Yeah.
My wife was like, just go to bed. I'm like,
Yeah,
Nah.
nah.
I was laying in bed and I'm like, nah, it's gonna bother me all night. I was like, I gotta
I'm like
figure
that
this
too,
out.
so I
Kev
get
is
it.
sensitive like that.
I'm like, yeah, I'm like that too. Now I get it. I'm anal about stuff. Like, if it ain't like, I
'Cause
gotta get this right.
I'm like, we didn't do anything wrong. Like, I didn't do
Yeah.
anything different. I'm like, so it doesn't make sense that this doesn't
Right.
work.
I
But
get
anyway, I realized too as I got older, like negative people. I tried to like get because I had some friends or acquaintances that were like super negative, right?
Right.
And that rubs off on people.
Oh,
So,
absolutely.
I'm not with that.
I feel you.
Yeah, you got to clear that. Like, my buddy, he wasn't doing so well health wise, and one of the things that he said was helping cure his situation. It is the mind. Like, he said, he started doing stuff like playing video games, like childlike things that people would consider childlike, and it actually was helping because it was stress free. Like playing video games, painting,
Yeah.
like just doing like stuff that just lets your mind like rest,
Mm-hmm.
and it was also helping heal his body up. So yeah, I don't deal with that too. Like I'm gonna tell my wife that too. Any negative energy that's going, like I'm good. Like I don't really need it. It ain't worth my time. Like and
Well,
I
you
don't
know what? I'm ready to get to the shit, right? So, you know what I mean? As I was having these thoughts last weekend, it made me consider, well, where do I rank amongst you guys? Because arguably, we never mention each other as friends. We always, Mike went to Lowe and Rel and Shroud said, I only
I'm
got
just
one
thinking-
real friend, da-da-da. You know what I mean? Where do I
Greg,
rank?
you
I need to know. I need to
yo,
know.
we
Mike,
just hung. You said we hung out last weekend.
I'm just
I
saying,
was
though.
here. We hung
Okay.
out this morning.
All right, cool. I'm just saying, like,
You know what
Mike-
I'm saying? Like
I'm just saying, like Mike. I don't even know what this
I
man's
go
daughter
to-
look
I
like.
go to-
You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah,
Like-
that is shit. Well, you don't. You don't. I do.
I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Does
I,
she,
asked, I talked to my wife about that too.
Mike told me.
I'm
Mike
sure
told
you
me she
did.
really exists. And I was like, for real? I
Yeah.
was like, oh wow. I mean, she's
Kev-
adorable.
Kev don't mess with you like that, man. If it ain't, as soon as he say cut, it's a wrap.
You guys been to my house multiple times.
To record the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean.
When else have I had people at my house?
And the little one's never there, ironically
she
enough. Why
wasn't
is-
born.
She was. She
Oh,
was.
yeah,
The last
she
time
was
she
born.
was
Yeah.
born. Yeah.
Because I remember
Yeah,
I walked in there kind of on some quiet stuff.
Yeah,
Like, Kev like,
man.
oh no, they not here. They not here. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Get it
man.
back.
Got the damn dog jumping all over me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dog wasn't there that night.
Nah, Kev made sure everybody was exited that night.
No lie.
Nobody
That's
was here.
honestly why I don't have people over anymore, because of the dog, man.
Oh,
the
really?
Dog is crazy. Yeah,
We
because
told you to set that dog free months ago, bro.
I know.
Damn
And
near a year
everybody
ago.
keeps telling me the dog's gonna calm down. Dog's a year old now, and the dog didn't calm down.
Has he been neutered?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's not. He's just young, man. That's what he's going to do. He going.
But it's like, even when we have, like, I'll have my family over, or my wife's family over.
You know what? Hold on. Let me interrupt
Yeah.
you. Because you know what? And I'm thinking about myself. You think about your dog more than the other person is. Because I know if, like, let's say, for instance, if
No,
y'all come
no.
to.
Nah, 'cause
No,
I
I'm
don't want to
thinking about
put
the
people
dog.
in uncomfortable situations. Like,
Yeah.
if Greg comes
I'm not a
over,
dog
or you
person.
come over to
All
my
right, but
house,
check
I know
this out, though.
Yeah, I know
Yeah.
that. But the dog's gonna jump all over him, and then
Yes.
it stresses me out. Like, yo, I'm just trying to chill and hang out, and then I got to worry about my dog constly jumping up on Greg or.
And then I'm
bothering
trying to
him.
pretend like I don't. It
Yeah, like,
doesn't
oh, it's
bother
okay,
me,
like,
and
yeah.
it does
And
bother
then
me.
I'm thinking, yo.
And then I'm gonna come home like, yo, what's
yeah.
up with this fucking guy?
Kev's
Kev's
fucking
dog
dog.
is everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Or put him in a crate. I don't know.
Even when my family comes over, like, we'll have. We just had a party for Diwali, right? In
Yeah,
November.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Yeah, and I didn't. The party ended, and I was looking at my wife. I'm like, yo, we didn't even enjoy that, because the whole time I'm chasing a dog around. There's like 15 people there.
Why isn't he in a crate though?
Because then he's gonna bark the whole time. Like,
And
You ever put him in a basement? Like,
Nah.
no. Is that cold or something? I don't understand.
I mean,
he has space. That's all I'm saying. He likes to run
I
around.
don't want to like segregate my dog.
Why not?
He's got to get used to those situations.
I know you guys get used to people, but I'm just saying, like, if you're having an event at your home, like, I'm pretty sure your dog has some toys that he likes. If you just scatter them around,
Yeah, but he'll
downstairs-
know he'll immediately, like, if you guys came over and
I
I put
know.
him downstairs, he's immediately gonna be standing at the door,
I
scratching the
gotcha.
door, like
See,
barking.
our dog,
making
we
noise.
will put him in a crate. Like we'll just be like, because I know Merc, if it's just us at the house, he knows his place. He's not trying to like come up, get some of your food,
Well,
jump
your
on the
dog
couch.
is older too, though, right?
Even when I mean, you wouldn't know that when you
Okay.
come. If y'all come, oh yeah, well, when you see him, you're not.
Oh
gonna
yeah,
know.
that's another thing. I haven't been invited to Mike's house before. So
Yeah,
Me
well,
neither.
I'm just saying.
Hey, look, it's a it's a fight on the night. It's a fight on the night. Y'all more than welcome to
Can't
come
make
by.
it.
Can't make it. See what I'm saying? Well, Greg, it's a fight on the night. You know what I mean?
That's the same thing he told me
Listen.
last week. Kev was like, "Oh, I can't make it." Yeah, I'm like,
yeah.
"Oh, damn, I didn't even get the invite out."
I don't even think I told you I couldn't make it.
Damn.
I don't know. I'm just. It goes with the story.
It
I don't
does.
know. I'm running.
Yeah.
I'm running
Hey,
with
something has to be going. I mean, I be thinking of something has to be going on because otherwise, and plus, like until recently, like I was the only one that had kids. You guys didn't have any kids, so our lifestyle is a little bit different.
the kids
in
are
the
cool
sense
though,
that-
man. Yo, don't try to throw
What
them
I'm
under
saying
the bus.
though is that
Nah,
like,
Yo.
I totally get what he's saying.
No,
because-
no. It's different than a newborn. Mikey, number one, don't say nothing. Like Mikey, literally
chill.
be
Oh,
in his
yeah,
game.
he was here
He-
the one night.
You don't even know he there.
He-
Like he be chilling. Aaliyah is super cool.
But I'm saying,
you know what I
though,
mean?
Ed-
you can have a conversation with her like she need to be on the show.
but
Like
Mikey's in the bed at like say like 9:30, 10. Like if I'm having people over, granted, like normally Michelle will take him all the way upstairs, like where our bedroom is at. And that way, like, we can kind of, like, chill downstairs without him, like, you know, being woken up by something being loud. And that's why we can't, like, do the show. Like, I never say my house because Aaliyah and Mikey, you know, they got school.
No, I get
the
it.
next
No,
morning,
that's
you know
different.
what I mean?
No, I ain't talking
But
about
it's on
that.
some chill
It's
stuff.
Saturday,
like, y'all
bro.
can come by. And it don't matter. Like, y'all come by anytime. I don't want you to come by for nothing though. It gotta be something going on, like
Wait
the
till,
fight.
wait till I just randomly pop up in my crib, like, yo.
I mean, you gotta call me first. Don't know.
Wednesday
I'll be like Varnell Hills in that joint.
I
You
was
might
in the
get sprayed.
neighborhood.
You
You
know what I'm
might
saying?
get sprayed.
You might
That's
get
funny.
sprayed. You come by, but nah. But I don't have a problem if it's people that I deal like this. Obviously, I would think that we all be on the same page. Is that this would extend outside of the podcast?
I would hope so.
Yeah, I mean, you would like to believe
Yo,
that. So.
me and you have hung out before
course
we
we
even
have.
did this.
Yeah, but I haven't gotten any invites in like a year, so I feel away.
I haven't.
I was just re-
Nobody has though. That's the thing. I don't have anyone over no more because of the situation. Right
Hey
now.
man, it's not.
What's the situation, though?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I got
Your
the
daughter.
dog
Come
and
on,
I got
man.
my daughter.
Your daughter's fine. Yeah, she's gonna
Yeah.
get around people.
She's around people, but
Oh,
it's,
not
it's
just
a
us.
full
Just
time-
not us people.
Ooh.
Just not you people.
Greg got to flip it.
Yeah.
Let's turn this all the way left.
Yo,
Hold
you
up.
could tell to any of my my buddy that I was talking about. That's like
Yeah.
my one friend that I'm like, all right, if I call him,
He there.
I think he's seen my daughter since she was born twice.
That's two more times.
Two
than
more,
me.
Yeah.
two more times.
Well, that's one more time.
and
than Mike.
One and a half more times than me.
And one of them was at the house. That's it.
That's all good, man. Yeah, man. It's all good. Riri, we love you.
I can see. Yeah.
We'll meet you one of these days.
Riri got
Yeah,
her
man.
first haircut the other night.
Oh,
That's
that's
seen
yeah,
that.
we seen it on,
Yo.
on social media. That's
Yeah.
how.
That's how you know she exists.
I mean,
right?
yeah. I mean, all right. That's what's up.
It's cold and flu season. All right, she's in the
Cold and
house.
flu season. Okay, well,
That's cool, man. That's cool. Did we get into the complex list at all?
No,
Their
You know what I'm
top
saying?
50 songs of all time, or
we
this
will
year?
do that next
We'll
week.
wait for that
Yeah.
one. All
We
right,
get
that's
the
cool.
playlist.
let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
This would be the Commission Podcast playlist number 39. Wow, it's been a long
Moving.
year.
Yeah, we rolling. man.
It's available exclusively on Spotify. It's got new music, throwbacks, unsigned artists. Check it out. What were you gonna say?
When was the last time we put an unsigned artist on there?
Nah, there's gonna be one on there this week.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, with the preview. All
Okay.
right, cool. All right.
If you're interested in submitting your music for the Commission playlist, send it to thecommissionpod@gmail.com
Nice.
or hit us up on Instagram @thecommissionpod. Who wants to set it off?
I'll go ahead. Let me go first.
Don't steal my song.
You were gonna add a song too.
Yeah.
LMA joint.
Oh no, it's gonna be part of the.
All right.
the- my,
All right.
yeah, I mean.
Making sure.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
let's just jump into LMA then. Gut feeling.
Okay.
Is
Check
that the
joint
song?
out.
You sure? Is that the
Gut
song?
feeling
You-
is the
all right,
one.
you
The
look
beat
like you-
crazy.
Okay.
The lyrics is there. I like that joint. We'll go with Meek. We gonna go with Trauma. We talked about it earlier. I've been rocking with that real heavy. Then I'm going back to Dime Trap off Tip joint. Pray for me.
You really like Tip album.
Yo, that joint hot, man.
I like. I
Not
be
a single nod.
I'm trying to. I feel like I
Probably
was
not.
forcing myself off of Mike's recommendation.
That's crazy.
It's not a bad album. It's just I don't know with some. And I like Tip. I like Tip swag. I like Tip as a person. But for some reason, I've never gotten into his music the way I
I
think I
haven't
should.
liked the Tip album really since.
Paperwork, Paper Trail,
Yeah,
whichever that one
yeah.
was. Yeah,
Mhm.
I would probably agree with that.
But I still like T.I.
No,
I like his
Tip.
music
Yeah,
and-
T.I.'s cool, man.
It's
You know what I
not-
mean? Listen, I'm giving you all Meek joints, so just go ahead and
Yeah.
just deal with it.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the intro. You know, my man Meek went 4 for 4 on this intro's tip, with the Phil Collins sample. This is just a crazy song. I mean, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on that. Second joint I got, and these are all just Meek exclusives. I'm not gonna give you any of the collaborative joints, but Respect the Game with the Dead President's sample on the Meek joint, crazy. And then last but not least, which sounds like it should have been a Raw Strike, Championships with the man. Those horns are insane.
Mhm.
You're gonna love it. If you have not taken an opportunity to download the Meek album or stream it, do yourself a favor this week and give your ears some listening pleasure. So, boom.
All right. I got unsigned artist from Philly.
Look at y'all.
It's off of the West Chili album.
West
It's Chill
Chili?
Moody and Stassi Price.
Oh,
It's
Chill
called
Moody.
Sunday School.
Okay, I know Chill Moody.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, not personally like
Yeah,
how
I
Mike
know
knows Jermaine Dupri, but I know Chill Moody of his work. You know what I mean? That's
And
what's
then
up.
I got Ari Lennox.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like her too. Damn.
New joint called Whipped Cream.
Okay. All right.
Smooth R&B track.
Interesting. Oh,
Mm.
oh, that segues into a topic for next week.
All right.
What's that?
Toppings you tried in the bedroom, of course.
Okay.
Okay. I
don't know
let's
how you
stay
went
off
from
that.
A to B there.
Whipped
but,
cream, goddammit, what are you talking about?
all right,
Yeah,
all right, I
whipped
got you.
cream, that's what you said, right? Yeah, I mean, you've never tried it. Am I the only one? Is that it?
Stay tuned.
Oh, all right, okay.
And then I got History Unfolds off the Streams of Thought Volume 2, the Black
Hey,
Thought album.
I gotta get that one. That's what I need to download
Joint's
this
hot.
week.
And then I got one more. I got two more, actually.
Kevin's getting all types of songs.
Girl's name is Asian.
He's
and the
gonna
song's
fuck this
called
up.
Like You.
Okay.
And then off of the Commission EP,
Oh, wait a minute. What?
Philly's own Nitro featuring Santos. Song's called The Commission.
Okay.
right,
All
Check
right.
it out.
man.
Do we no samples on there? I mean, we should have.
Album dropped on Friday. I
When
think.
he said the commission EP, I'm thinking he's putting together
Yeah, I
a
know,
compilation
right? Something I
album
don't know
behind the
about.
scenes.
Like,
I'm
what's
like, wait,
going on?
what is Kev doing behind the scenes?
Stay tuned.
Kev, stop
man.
DMing people and making us look crazy. You know what I mean?
man.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Nice.
You got any shouts before we get out of here?
Shout out to Hove, man. Hove turned 49 on Tuesday, man. You know what I mean?
What's up?
Yeah, gotta give, you know what I mean, spit the verse of the year and then, turn 49. It's crazy. Your favorite rapper is like almost a senior citizen, so.
It is crazy.
Getting an ARP card soon.
You're right,
you know
you
what
know what I mean? But hey, respect.
Yeah, I mean,
Respect,
shout out to
respect.
my man Charnel. His birthday was December 4th, back in the Shy.
Happy birthday.
Speaking of friends, that's the oldest friend I have in life.
All right.
I want to
Nice.
say we probably been doing it since first grade.
Nice.
So,
Been
you know.
friends. Pause.
Huh?
Got you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pause.
It's
Doing
all
well,
KV's
I
not
guess.
here.
good. I know. I'm just
Yeah.
helping.
Yeah.
Just helping. That's all
Yeah.
good.
We
Hey, we
need
haven't
KP
mentioned him
around
at
for
all.
this.
Did we not mention
Yeah,
KP
that's-
the whole
that's it.
podcast? It's crazy, yo. Look how smoothly we flow without him.
I go where Drake goes.
He
Oh,
goes.
God.
Drake's
There
not
you
here.
go.
He's
All
not
right.
here.
We haven't mentioned Drake at all. Well, we did with the Grammy noms. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's crazy. All right. Shout out to KP. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I'm going to give
man.
him one. You know what I mean? We saved some topics for you, homie.
We did.
Oh
You know what
yeah.
I mean? You be prepared.
Shout out to Green District Media.
Green
What is
District.
that?
It's my guy that's he's got a video production company in
Okay.
Philly. So
All right. Is he doing something with us? Is he a loyal listener? Like
he
what's-
listens to the show and
Okay.
he might be doing something with us.
Hey, all right, cool. I like that. Cool.
That's it though. I ain't got no more shouts.
Well, thank you, Kevin. That was very suspenseful.
Shout out to the listeners. We
As
go to
Mike
Barnell
always
Hill
says.
You know what I mean?
No, Mike,
Shout out
Mike,
to
Mike
everybody
says that.
that's
First of
coming
all,
I
up.
mean,
Mike Quotable. Shout out to the listeners. We
Yeah.
need that on the t-shirt.
yeah, why not?
What's up with the new hoodies and tees?
Hey man,
With the
stay
quotables.
tuned, man.
It's
All
a
right.
lot of
It's
stay
a-
tuned
yeah.
this week, man. Yo,
It's
you
tough
give
being
me-
the producer, the manager,
Oh,
the,
the
the
manager.
graphic
we
designer.
give Kev everything to do.
Yeah.
We just come in and do the show.
We ain't got no hats. We ain't got no hats coming.
What some winter
Commission
hats?
Yeah, no, some like
Some fitteds?
Yeah, not even fitteds. They can go snapback. You can do snapback
I mean,
fitteds.
if you think they'll
the
move,
winter?
I'll get them.
In the wintertime?
I
you
mean, we
understand?
could have used it for the summer. It don't matter.
We've
like,
got hoodies going on right now.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
hoodie season.
Commission Podcast hoodies are back in stock, available.
More than a
Oh, they are?
podcast
Okay.
hoodies.
Yeah,
More
Let's
than a
get 'em.
podcast. Everybody's getting them, man. Don't be left out.
I seen people around.
I saw two of them this morning at iFly.
I
was
had
like, yo, that's
people.
what's up.
People were asking for the one I'm wearing right now too. And I
Oh,
was
really?
like,
The
this
throwback,
is-
the
this is
original?
last year's.
I do want. You know
is
what
last
though?
season.
Yeah,
I need a new one from last season though.
You do?
I think I need a new last season one.
Really?
And I needed this season. I need a new this season one.
Nah,
too.
this season
What's the
is hot.
size?
I'm gonna need two extra small. We can talk about this off air.
All right,
That's
cool.
All right, cool.
All right.
we out.
Yeah. We out.
Peace.
The commission.
Holla.